jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
You already know WCS back on deck for another one. Give me a minute. You're in the building, do me a favor and hit the button that looks good to you. You know what I'm saying? If you in the building, hit the button that looks good to you. You feel me? So we are a day closer to fight weekend. You know what I'm saying? We're a day closer to fight weekend, which is great. And you know, speaking about it, today was, you know, open workouts for the fight card with PBC. And also you have other fight cards that's going on. But today at Gleason's Gym, you know, we usually see open workouts of the you know, pretty much the fighters that's going to be on the prelims come this weekend of PBC, Premier Boxing Champions, right? But first, I want to give a shout out. You know what I'm saying? This is my first BBC episode. I started off with number 7 because you already know. If you listen to me enough, you already know why there's 7 up there anyway. That's going to be my first episode. I'm starting off with number 7. You know what I'm saying? The bum boxing community is pretty much encompassing a lot. It's not what you think. It really doesn't have anything to do with the boxing. I mean, the boxers in general. It has to do with the boxing community. Those individuals that only they understand this is for them. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody on the YTC is a bum. It was for a minute. Look, for a long minute, I never referred to a boxer, and I still hold true to that. I don't, you know, refer to a boxer as a bum. But what I will do is refer to these bum-ass channels, you know what I'm saying, that keep on hating and have their own agendas and keep on pushing the same narrative. This is for you. The BBC is for y'all. Real talk. I had to do something and give back to charity, bro. I had to give back to the community. I said, why not give back and create the bum boxing community, the BBC? That's what I'm gonna do. You know, all nice and pink with the yellow on there. Absolutely. I'm gonna be honest with you though. You know, I thought, you know, reading some of the comments some people left in the DM, and you know, not all of them are bad, but some of the negative ones, it had me thinking, right? And I was like, shit, you know, Coach had me laughing like a motherfucker over there. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit was hilarious today. He was talking about, you know, Wakandans, and man, that shit was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't laughed like that in a minute. I think I was laughing the way he was laughing at what he was laughing for. You know what I'm saying? That shit was hilarious, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. You rarely find, you know, some shit to laugh about on YouTube like that fucking hard. But I guess when somebody else is laughing at it, you know, it becomes even more funny. But real talk, you know, I was thinking about it. I say, damn, I need to change some stuff up, really, because, you know, I was thinking about all the channels that's dropping, sending people over my way in the DM and dropping negative comments, trying to make phone calls behind the scenes on me and everything. Just talking that stuff. And I was just thinking everything been going on and all that. And I said, it might be time to change some shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was just sitting up here thinking. I was like, damn, this YTC shit can really bring out, the bad side in somebody. Especially me when I defend myself. I just go all in. You know what I'm saying? That's the tactics I know. But it's recent, I felt, I was getting a feeling like, damn, let me rethink this. Some people, Facebook is separate than YTC. I had some people on Facebook hit me up. They say, hey, man, is a really serious stuff that's going on, this, that, and the other, and this person and all that. You have to explain. And then I had to just take a pause, man, after looking at everything that's going on and, within the bum boxing community. Those individuals that continue to, try to tear down what they didn't build up. Because Atlanta wasn't born in one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it wasn't born in one day. And they say it take a village to raise a kid. So after all this, I'm thinking, I said, well, guess what? I need to apologize for some shit. You know what I'm saying? I said, I need to apologize. And exactly what I need to apologize to myself for not going harder on y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for not going even harder, goddammit. For real. I must not have went hard enough, man. For real. Because you still got energy. They goddamn, try to pick up the phone call. Try to pick up the phone and call people up that you think I know. Or try to find out who know. And try to dang infiltrate people. Listen, the people that's attached to me, man, listen. This is not the hardest that can be done, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is not the hardest, but listen to what I'm telling you. For those of you that believe that I don't have a sense of instinct on certain niggas that try to act like they cool with you or whatever the case may be, and then, they're trying to play both sides of the fence. I tell people all the time, word will get back one way or the other. Behavior will get back. You know what I'm saying? Actions will get back. It's clear. Some niggas can't figure it out. They feel that, damn, they just treat everybody like they stupid and no one's really paying attention. But people like myself pay attention, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking, I say, shit, I ain't apologizing to these niggas only for not going as harder than I can. You know what I'm saying? Because they deserve it. They know who they are. You know what I'm saying? The starting lineup, the starting lineup of the BBC, you know who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you tell, I am grown. You can tell people, make up your own lies and schemes and all this other shit. Cool. I tell my audience straight up, these dudes be on here yelling and screaming, and they'll listen to you do a live, and then they'll try to subliminally make a live. Hopefully you mention their name. I don't. If I want to mention your name, I'll mention your name, bro. Bum boxing community, the BBC. Y'all don't have to be too, y'all don't have to be too irritated behind the scenes. You don't have to be anxious. I see, man. I listen. I tell you, even the channels that I don't fuck with, I listen to, because I need to know what they're talking about. The channels I do fuck with, I listen to them because I need to know what they're talking about. You can get some from everybody, regardless if they don't like the channel. Now, I didn't tell you how long I stay on the channel. I'm just saying I listen to people. I have no problem listening to channels, and I have my method for which I listen to these people. You know what I'm saying? The BBC is different. See, we're in an era right now that consists of social media traffic. That traffic turns to trafficking. What I mean by that, these individuals that really can't get the job done by themselves, they would send other people to try to do the job for them. They would try to send workers out there to do the job for them. And they feel like that's loyalty being shown in them. Hey, go out there and do this. Go out here and tell him this. Drop this. Try to damn friend him on Facebook and all that. Listen, bro. I don't know what to tell these niggas, boy. I don't know what to tell. God is a wonderful person. If I didn't have faith, then guess what? That's more energy I have to put in to guessing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta guess all the time. But for those of you that's out here doing what you do, for some people, life doesn't exist around YouTube, man. Life doesn't exist around gossiping and motherfuckers going behind the scenes trying to get motherfuckers to befriend you and get some shit. Dude, y'all really putting in some work. Seriously. Y'all really putting in some work. Y'all really think by communicating with people that you think I communicate with, that's pretty much giving ground. That's gaining ground or something. Hey, whatever the case. But remember this, these niggas tell, bro. These niggas are telling ass niggas. They motivated by Charleston White. They motivated by stuff like that. They would tell, they would submit paperwork on you. They'll try to report videos on you. They would do anything and everything, man, as if your channel defines who you are in real life. Real talk. So for the BBC, I apologize for not goddamn, just rubbing my heel in your neck just a little bit more than I do, because y'all deserve it. The chumps that's in the BBC, y'all absolutely deserve it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just social media. It's just defense. It's just, helping you identify the flaws that you got. And look, if you go too hard and they don't like it, I'm telling you, remember I said they submit paperwork, bro. These motherfuckers will submit paperwork. I never go in nobody else's chat under my freaking, nothing but under my name. I never go in anybody else's chat other than what my name is, what my tag is, period. Who am I to play around in somebody else's chat? Never did it. Never. Tony Boswell, what's good? What's good? Big Blunts and Boxing on deck. Willie Lowe, what's good? What's good? Shout out to Willie on deck, man. Balash on deck. So today was open workout, right? So we had Antonio back on deck, for his rematch. You had Caleb Plant. He's facing Darrell in the co-main event. And then you had the Bronze Bomber back on deck in a city that the last time I was there, he demolished freaking Dominique Brazil. So the question's been going around. People are starting to think now, right? Because when I was on live before, I spoke on this. And people are downplaying the fact, because this is why you do like segments and shit. People busy asking me, why you ain't spoke too much on Deontay and all. Why are you worried about my reciprocation? I pace at what I do at any given time. You know what I'm saying? So when I was talking about when people were saying that he wasn't coming back to the sport, I didn't believe that shit at all. He's back in the sport. He's been training. He's been switching it up, right? So now a lot of people are disinterested a bit because they feel he's facing a sparring partner. They feel that what I've been hearing a lot of, his fight with Malik. A lot of people feel like Malik and Deontay was a fixed fight. That's what they've been saying. And it was mentioned, several times on this week by channels and so forth. And now comes a sparring partner in Hellenius. So I want you to take a little peek back in history, right? Tell me another Wilder fight where people put focus in sparring partners. You're not going to find too much, right? You're not going to find hardly any that sparring partners outside of Malik Scott being family to him and somebody he's, been friend with for a long time. Now comes into Hellenius, right? So Hellenius is in the picture. He's a sparring partner. So people make a big deal on saying that, okay, this fight is not going to be competitive because it's already predetermined. But yet they would not mention, Vladimir Klitschko on how he fought a lot of sparring partners. Vladimir Klitschko was known when he was stepping in there to fight sparring partners. A lot of cats are not going to mention because He's retired, and he's not the topic of discussion. But even then, right here in this 2022, if you're gonna say someone fight is predetermined because it's a sparring partner, well, you need to go back in history and find others who have fought sparring partners. Real talk. Somehow, some way, you have to understand there are always going to be a juxtapose. There's going to be a side-by-side comparison. All right? What does a sparring partner consist of? Because there's a lot of big names that have fought fighters that are either in their weight class or active fighters in other divisions. Are they considered a sparring partner if you spar more than one time? Or is a sparring partner is somebody that comes in for a certain camp, for the whole camp, and you get work? What's the definition? What's the definition of a sparring partner? Because a sparring partner, for let's just say you spar somebody. Let me go back to Brian Norman and Gervonta Davis. They sparred each other 3 times in their career now. 3 times. When Brian Norman was a teenager, and when he was, a little bit older, they sparred each other 3 times in their professional career. Are they considered sparring partners? I'm just curious. Does that fall around the policy guidelines of deeming someone a sparring partner? Because boxers meet up all the time and they want to get work with one another. What necessarily deems a fighter a sparring partner? We need to understand that. Now, I can see if you're saying to yourself, well, I don't think it's going to be competitive because I just think it's too much. It's too much power. Wilder has too much power, or you have the people say, well, he's been there twice with Tyson Fury. He took a lot of punishment. We curious to know how he looks in there, how he's going to perform, how he's going to, his hand and eye coordination, you know what I'm saying? How's he going to be able to pull the trigger, so to speak? All the common terms that's used in boxing. Some fighters always critique more than others. And I'm trying to explain to you all that the heavyweight division after the trilogy was an empty closet. Nothing was going on. After that trilogy, Wilder went in and took time off. The heavyweight division wasn't nobody talking about anything. Wasn't nobody talking about anything. The most shit that was being talked and spoken on was Cannonham's situation with Fury and everything else that was going on with the bounty and all this other shit. Not only that, it was just people was curious as to what was going on with Wilder and what he was doing and all this. Now, of course, the topic of discussion will always be how he's going to look. Of course, man. Of course, that's going to be the topic. But keep it on that topic, because that topic consists of boxing. At least you're curious to know how he's going to look returning back to the square. But when you talk about a sparring partner, and let's just say Helenius is not recognized for defeating Andy Kanaki twice. You know what I'm saying? He handed Andy Kanaki his first loss, I believe, and then his second loss. But both of those fights were stoppages by Helenius. But I haven't really heard anyone talk about that, though. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really heard people talk about Helenius coming off them 2 stoppages, right? And how competitive this fight would be based off him coming off the 2 stoppages and Wilder coming out those last 2 fights with Fury. You know what I'm saying? 2 different outcomes for these individuals. Wilder lost his last 2 fights and Helenius won his last 2 fights. All right? But right now, my confusion is this right here per the title and description. This is my confusion. What the hell is going on with boxing again, bro? This is my biggest question. This is supposed to be a WBC eliminator or something like that. I'm confused to the fullest. This is how I'm confused of the hocus pocus of boxing. This is how I'm confused. What fight is this supposed to be? What for what? Is this supposed to be a WBC eliminator? Because let me paint the picture, right? So Anthony Joshua fails to regain his title. Alexander Usyk successfully defends his unified titles for the first time. So therefore, logical thinking would say his next opponent should be Tyson Fury. But no, it's not Tyson Fury. It's almost like boxing doesn't want, in certain circumstances, the best to fight the best. Who knows why this fight is not being spoken on as far as negotiations? We're talking about heavyweight undisputed, right? So no Alexander Usyk Fury. So then it was talks of Joshua, who's defeated by Usyk. He may be the next opponent. Now it's coming around in another situation where the winner of Helenius and Wilder may potentially fight Fury. And I'm asking myself, when I heard that Wilder was coming back, I was saying, damn, this gives him the opportunity to become heavyweight champion and go after the other titles. Because I didn't think in a trilogy, most of the time, if you lose twice, they don't really entertain it again. No one's going to entertain Canelo Alvarez and Triple G again. So I'm saying, why don't Wilder go over there and face Joshua? I mean, not Joshua, Alexander Usyk. I'm saying if he defeats Robert Helenius, why don't he go and get that fight? So I hear this chiming that Alexander Usyk has recognized Deontay Wilder and he feels like Deontay is somebody he wants to fight, right? But yet, if you read in the headlines of these media segues, they up there talking about we could see a Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury 4. I'm saying, what the fuck are we talking about? Why would that make sense? Why not go explore other options? Try to pick up those titles over there with a former undisputed cruiserweight champion, currently reigning defending heavyweight unified champion. Why don't you try your hand over there with Alexander Usyk? He's a whole different, entire boxer than Fury. No matter where you at in the conversation, Wilder's always going to be on the critical side of it because look, let's face all the conversations leading up to the fight is, has he improved? Has he improved? Has he worked on his technique? This, that, and the other. And then for Alexander Usyk, it's like, okay, he can box. He can box. He's not the biggest heavyweight, but he can box. He can do this, that, and the other. And there's a lot of show improving that has to go on in this situation. In the heavyweight division, it's a lot of show improving. But even with Wilder being out, they still kept him top 3 in the rankings. So I'm pretty confused at if Alexander Usyk says he's showing up for the fight, is he showing up to the fight so that we can have one of those Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury meeting in the ring where they go back and forth, verbal sparring one another? Is that going to be it? Because that would be cool. That would be cool if that's the case. I know he still has to get past Helenius. All right. But I'm speaking about the hocus pocus. Like, why the magic show? Why the media has to come out here once again and not identify that this is a what eliminator? So if this is a WBC eliminator, wouldn't that fall up under Fury's charge? That's Fury's watch, right? He's the reigning defending. He has Wilder's belt, former belt. So Tyson Fury is the reigning defending WBC heavyweight champion. This title eliminator is the same as any other title eliminator in that sanctioning body. So what the fuck is Alexander Usyk showing up for? What are we trying to do here? Just have a sanctioning body, have a heavyweight fight, and then the winner fight somebody totally different than Tyson Fury? Or you're trying to see if the fan is going to gravitate to Wilder Fury. I don't want to see Wilder Fury 4. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to see it, bro. It was so look, it was so full of drama for those last two fights. It was so full of drama. And then, being out the sport, recovering, and then coming back. That was a tough fight against a behemoth like Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? It was a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? He got 2 stoppages on Wilder. He has the bragging rights in that trilogy. But if you asking me, what do I want to see next after Helenius, is for him to fight somebody different for a chip. Just like they're trying to move Anthony Joshua into the position to fight Tyson Fury, even though he's coming off a loss. Well, guess what? I would rather, see Wilder switch it up and go to a different face, different name. You know what I'm saying? Different face, different name. Go over there and fight Alexander Usyk. If Usyk's showing up to the fight, he's not showing up for just attendance, is he? Because I'm pretty sure they hooking him up with a nice little comp ticket to be close to the ring. You feel me? I don't think he's showing up to the fight just for fun, just so people can see his face. No. People already know who he is. So therefore, if he's showing up for Wilder, is Wilder more so set up? I'm not saying set up in a nefarious way, but is he set up? Are they telling us that per the description of this fight, that's it? You know what I'm saying? It might be the WBC eliminated. Okay, cool. But is he really facing Usyk? The fans would be a little bit confused at that. I would rather him fight Usyk, a fresh face, fresh body. You know what I'm saying? No more Tyson Fury. You fought 3 times in the professional ranks. And just like I mentioned earlier about how people talking about sparring partners, just like I mentioned Vladimir Klitschko fighting a lot of sparring partners, guess what? These two know each other very, very well now. But they know each other under the bright lights in the championship fights. That's where they know each other. Robert Helenius have never experienced that shit. But Wilder Fury know each other under the bright lights 3 times. Robert Helenius don't. Usyk don't. That's what I'm saying. Usyk gets a fresh start. Wilder gets a fresh start by not knowing anything about this opponent per se under the bright lights in the heavyweight division. It gives the fans a different perspective to try to change it up a little bit, re-engage their interest to want to see Deontay Wilder fights Alexander Usyk. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Boxing doesn't need a Wilder Fury 4. That's just me. That's just WCS. I don't want to see it. Don on deck. What's good? Shout out to Tony Boswell, man. Much respect at World Combat Sports in the chat. Stopped in to show support and hit the like button. Salute. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you, Tony. Salute to Big Blunts and boxing in the building. I'm about to say, dog, we need to apologize for not destroying these niggas. Hell no. No, it's not happening. It's not happening at all. Just a little play. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Just a little play. Willie said, I wonder if they would have said the same thing if he would have gotten a fight with Klitschko. Because 2 were sparring partners, right? Correct. And but every time I heard Deontay Wilder sparring somebody back then, it was always like, oh my God. It's the usual. Broken string on the violin. And look, I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk for sparring partners that I wasn't in attendance for. You know what I'm saying? So So for him to sit up here and spar, my biggest question, like I asked earlier in the live, what is considered a sparring partner? Like some of these heavyweights, like Deontay sparring Klitschko, are they considered sparring partners, man? You know what I'm saying? If they was to ever fight, would people be on here saying, "Oh well, they stepped in the ring, they sparred each other"? You know what I'm saying? Are they considered sparring partners? Y'all have to keep the same energy. Y'all have to keep the same energy. See, I haven't really seen photos out there with Wilder and anybody else, but I have seen a photo that's circulating on a goddamn heavy schedule of him and Hellenius. You know, I guess they finished some sparring and they taking a picture. That shit is just damn viral everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I want to try to figure out and get some clarity on the definition of sparring partner, because a lot of these fighters get work with one another. They do. They get work with one another. But when they decide to step in the ring, then it becomes like, oh, that's a fighter they spar with. I'm saying to myself, shit. I look at heavyweight sparring all the time. I look at boxers from any division. They have sparred once upon a time on the come up. So I'm just gonna address it the way I feel. It's not sparring partners, man. You know, fighters got to get work. They got to get good work. They may not get it from the top echelon, but fighters that's coming up in that same division of heavy body, well, guess what? I need that work. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's in the division that's doing very well coming up, I need that work. I want that work. And if they say, yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty stories out there. A sparring, it's plenty stories out there. But the ones that I can talk about is the ones I was there firsthand. Like the sparring sessions that I seen Deontay Wilder in when I was over there, he hasn't fought any of those fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it in a way that, because I'm trying to define what is a sparring partner. What is considered a partner? You know how, you know, two people get to a point where they make an agreement and they live together, and then they say, okay, you married by common law. That's the way it used to be in some of these states, right? Do you have to spar for 2 training camps consistently to be a sparring partner? I'm just trying to find out a scenario that fits in with sparring partners. Because I'm gonna be honest, I've seen some dudes out here sparring that you say to yourself, no, they're never gonna spar the guy. You know, I mean, they're never gonna fight the guy on that level. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It happens every now and then, but it's not gonna happen too much. It's not gonna happen. It's once somebody hits a certain level, and let's just say they sparring partner haven't grown any, and people don't really know who they are, it'll be difficult once that fighter's hit the hierarchy to reach back down and say, hey man, you want to fight? All right, I'm gonna fight you. And then the public's gonna be like, why the fuck? Why are you fighting that dude? That don't make any sense. Why are you fighting him? You know, goddamn, what is going on here? Why are you fighting them? So it's picky. It's very loosely distributed jargon that's out here, sparring partners. I've been hearing a lot about that. You know, for the last since the fight was announced, I don't really have no gripe about it, because boxing has come up with anything and everything. But my point is, I'm just not understanding, how do you become in that conversation? You know, when all these fighters, a lot of these fighters, they touch gloves outside the ring. They go get work. They travel. Or a fighter come to where they at, and they get it in, man. I'm always hearing of certain fighters that's getting in work, man. Like real talk, man. You hear, like, I know Floyd Schofield has been active, man. Him and his pops. Oh my God, they've been on Devin Haney's shoulders standing up on the motherfuckers, dancing around on what happened in their sparring session. I'm telling you, these conversations happen. But will Floyd be considered Devin Haney's sparring partner? Absolutely not. Did they get work? Yes. Will Brian be considered Gervonta's sparring partner? Nope. Would Gervonta be considered Brian's sparring partner? Nope. So, I just felt like we need some clarity on that. Because how many times does a fighter have to spar each other to get work to be considered a sparring partner? And then if that fighter is good, I'm talking about the sparring partner like Helenius. Helenius has made it up to a point that he's stepping into the ring with a former heavyweight champion. So he's done something right. There can be a million assumptions. I understand. That's the way we think as human beings. I get it, bro. But until now, I never heard any information to attach Helenius to Wilder. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I just never had his name or heard his name or had to use his name in a conversation when it was attached to Wilder and spar. I never heard nobody say, well, Wilder should stop sparring Helenius. Maybe that's the problem. Well, Wilder was sparring Helenius. That's why he flatlined Dominique Brazil. That's why he knocked out Spilker the way he did. That's why he defeated Gerald Washington. That's why he did what he... I never heard nobody say that shit. I never even really heard that come up on a regularity that Robert Helenius was Wilder's sparring partner. I'm being absolutely honest, man. No ad-libbing, no bullshit, no humor, not trying to be a comedian. I just never heard that come up, especially when he was in the trilogy with Fury. I never heard Helenius, bro. I just didn't hear the name. And now it's like, oh, he's stepping there with a sparring partner. I mean, like when the fight was announced weeks ago, people started to talk about it. Even the mainstream media started to talk. Oh, he's going in there with a sparring partner. It's not going to be this, that, and the other. And I said to myself, Helenius was a sparring partner of Wilder? Like, I found out, I saw them, right? When I seen the picture, I didn't look at it like he was a sparring partner. I look at it like they got work. I don't consider that a sparring partner. I just consider someone like Marvelous Jarvis a sparring partner. I'm gonna be honest. They're gonna say, "Oh, goddamn it, he can't do it live without bringing in Spence Camp." I didn't say his name. I consider someone like Marvelous Jarvis to be a sparring partner. I do. He is willingly admitted to being a sparring partner. This dude did what he did, got all the interviews for being hurt by Spence for the body shot. I'm not hearing any stories about Helenius being knocked out. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing, a constant, rumor or whatever that they sparred on a regular basis and he was with him for goddamn 5 straight training camps. I haven't heard that shit, bro. I'm just keeping it thou wow, man. Key Mitch on deck. What's good? Bruce on deck. Salute to you. Willie say, and shout out to Willie, man. He's Team Bomb Squad out there, man. Much respect, brother. Shit completely different too. Headgear and 10-ounce gloves with huge guys who can punch. Man, I don't have to be told. I know. I felt it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people are really downplaying the fact when it comes to both of these guys being sparring partners, right? Like, they can say what they want, right? Look, I don't sit up here and dislike people just because they don't support the same fighters, first of all, that I support. First of all, that's not me. I'm not petty like that. Unless they give me that energy. And the only energy I really had like that was the ones who, felt some type of way about Wilder, Teofimo, you know what I'm saying, Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, right? So check this out. So you will have individuals that will speak on him being a sparring partner. And they would downplay it to the fact like, okay, they would add their own shit in. Oh, that's why maybe he couldn't face nobody because, Robert Helenius, he's a big dude, height for height, reach for reach, and everything else. And they would sit up there and make it look easy. And then they'll say, well, we look at Robert Helenius as a better boxer. Every boxer that Wilder step in there with, they're going to say that he's not the better boxer. That's just common language, right? But then, I look at it like, if you take the frame of it, you take the physical composition, the stature of a fighter that they said should be in the NBA or something, that should be playing basketball, as boxing scene author, Mr. Fitzsimmons, he said his Olympic street cred. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about, but none of these guys will attempt to swing. They can say whatever they want about the way he looked, the way he fight and everything like that. None of them will, in this bum boxing community, they will sit up here and say, you know what, I want to go up there and get some work. I think I can fare pretty well with the 10 ounces and the headgear. I think I can. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard people say that shit. Hey, man, you know what? I think I can. I'm feeling good. I've been lifting weights. Dude, I feel good. Let me hit Willie up. They say he with him, right? Let me go find Tay. Let me go find Coach Cuz, JD. Let me find somebody. I think I want to get some work. It's nobody from this YouTube shit saying that. But you will hear them say whatever they want to say. I'm telling you, man, I just don't hear it. Like, I have mad respect for somebody who was up here trying to talk that shit, right? And talking about how Helenius is a sparring partner and it's going to be what it is, right? And, when it come down to it, I'm talking about way back when the hate was real doing this shit with Fury and everything else. He really didn't get no hate when he was stepping in there with Dominique Brazil because they both black. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really too much hate. People's like, oh, okay, they got personal beef with one another, this, that, and the other. People just say, oh, okay. They figured he was going to go do what he do. But when it comes to, Helenius shit, I don't see people just standing up and say, you know what? If Helenius can do it, I can do it. I've never been able to lens the moment in person when Wilder was on deck and I had somebody at the crowd say, hey, champ, can I go get some of that work? Let me get some of that work, champ. I've never heard somebody pop the question. Now, we're trying to look for a different type of matrimony, right? I never heard somebody out the audience pop the question. After all the shit that goes on, I never heard a bum from the bum boxing community that would sit up here and criticize the shit like it's cool, right? And then say, hey, I'm going to prove to y'all I got pretty decent hands. I'm going to try to get in there and get some work. It never happened. That always sits with me, right? That these people will have 1,000 opinions and they will push that narrative, man. They will push that motherfucker up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill. And they'll tell you the same shit each and every time Wilder step in the ring. They will always slide the right hand in there because they're unsure if the right hand, apart from him not having any boxing technique, they unsure if the right hand would be absent from attendance. They're unsure because they used to seeing the motherfucker being present. They've seen it. They've seen the right hand there. If everything, anything, you know what I'm saying? Hey, just like he said, I need just a matter of seconds to close the door. And even him being stopped face first knocked out in the trilogy. He still didn't go that fight without dropping Fury. 280 motherfucking pounds. And they say you have a physique like an NBA player, basketball player. But he's dropping 280 pounds. So imagine what would happen when somebody, a lot of you motherfuckers that was talking this shit years ago, I would say years ago, if you just raised up from the keyboard, go put on some workout clothes, you know what I'm saying, warmed up a little bit, oh my God damn, I'm stiff than a motherfucker. You make that phone call, hey, how you doing, Jay? Yeah, I was calling to see what's y'all schedule like. Is Wilder in camp? He is? Okay. What I wanted to know is, are you totally booked up for sparring partners? You're not? I want to come up there, man. I want to put in some rounds. You know what I'm saying? 6'3". Yeah, I'm 6'3". Yeah. I've been a couple in my lifetime. I can handle my own. You know, I can handle my own, but I just want to come up there and get some work. Is that okay? Are y'all in the same location? What time is good for you? Okay, great. You already have gloves on deck? You do? All right. Sounds like a plan. Well, I'll be up there. You know what I'm saying? Do I have headgear? I mean, I've been in some scraps or two. Do I really need headgear or don't you? Do you recommend it? You do? Why? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. I forgot who I was sparring. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. I'll be up there. No problem. Call you when I'm en route. Hey, that type of conversation. Name somebody. Just give me a name, man. I'm telling you, dog. Look. I always say this, man. Listen. I always say this. Boxing forever have resumes changing. You know, you can't forever keep the O. But you're talking about 42. Right, I'm saying 42 with 41 knockouts. At one point in time, it's 41 knockouts, 0 defeats, right? And you have to play this in your head. If they're always gonna say what he doesn't execute in the ring, then you have to turn right back around and place yourself in the desk once again in math class and say, how do I come up with the answer to how he accumulated 41 knockouts? That's all. You can't say they were bums, because when you say that, you have to take a look at him dropping Fury all the way to the first fight. So you can't just say, oh man, everybody was bums leading up to that motherfucker, man. Before he stepped in there with some real competition. 41. So people want to talk about his legs. I don't know why these men are strange today. They want to always look at and check out a man's competition and say what he can't do because of what they feel a perfect boxer should look like. Like Anthony Joshua, right? They love the way Anthony Joshua bulked up. But the dude don't have no cardio worth a damn. But they love his physique. Oh my God, he's in the best shape. So you get the look of a boxer. And then Anthony Joshua, though technically, you know, when people look at him, they would give him the check mark before they give Wilder, hands down. But my question is, when it's 41 of them cats, though, everybody that you face been on the canvas, but yet when they get over here on the bum boxing community, right, and they sit up there and say, hey, you don't have any skills, man. And this is one of the fighters, like, forever and a day that I've had the most debates back several years ago and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will goddamn cut their own throat trying to explain and get in debates about this shit. Look, I've been through it. But I always remember, I have it on the front side of my thought process. I say to myself, 41 though. Like 41, what? 41. No, I gotta add 42. I gotta add 42. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be petty. I gotta add 42. I gotta put Charlie in there too, dog. I gotta put Charlie Z in there, man. He felt the breeze. For real, he felt it. I gotta put Charlie in that motherfucker too, dog. 42 victories, 42 knock. I gotta put Charlie in there, dog. If Florida's putting Connor on his record, goddamn, we gotta put Charlie Z in that bitch, man. But a basketball physique, 41 headbangers. Luis Ortiz looks like a boxer, right? Like him and Larry Holmes are kind of shaped alike. They kind of fight alike a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like Ortiz was able to stun Wilder in the first fight. We're talking about a basketball composition, right? Touched on the chin, because when it comes down to it, the chin is what matters. You have to give him credit for the shots he took in those 42 seconds. And still wasn't able to go down. And Ortiz wasn't 280, 290 pounds either. But he was able to buzz Wilder, and Wilder made it back to the ring. Made it back to the corner in between rounds. Then the rest is what it is. It's history. Fury just have to have that unique style and durability, man. People want to call it the gypsy or whatever. Hey, that's a big motherfucker, dog. And he can box. Some of the shit Fury does, it's not typical. It's not motherfucking what you would call the certificate of fundamentals. That's not what I see. But he's able to beautifully use what his height is to him. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't separate him from being a cheater. He's a legitimate certified official cheater. But we see a lot of cheaters in boxing that get away with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, we see a lot of cheaters get away with it in the sport of boxing. That's why when it happened, again, people didn't put too much emphasis on it. Because they felt like, okay, if he would have came back in there, him being Wilder, he would have won in the trilogy, it would have had some clarification. It would have had some reconciliation as to, okay, it was different in the trilogy. Now we have answers. Like, it's 1-1. He would have came back and got his title. It would have been a 1-1, and then this fight would have made more sense to me. This WBC eliminator would have made more sense to me if Wilder was coming back as champion, and they wanted to have the fourth, which rarely happens. It rarely fucking happens. It usually stops at 3. All the time in the trilogy, you don't get the first fight as a draw. You know what I'm saying? But in that case, you have a 1-1. They say, shit, let's do a rubber match, man. Let's do a fourth one. But in this case, I'm not on deck to see this shit. I want to see him face somebody with a different name, face. You know what I'm saying? Alexander Usyk really don't have no so-called quote unquote boxing physique. You know what I'm saying? He's not the biggest boxer. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to the brothers have always been like, not all of us, of course. You got some brothers that look like they've been lifting horses and goddamn feed and been working like working on the farm and shit, and they got them big ass calves and quads. I'm talking about the regular. We got them calves, them skinny calves that we fall in line with the gazelles and shit. We fall in line with the elk. You know what I'm saying? The cheetahs. We just don't come out with huge calves, dog. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen some of the fastest animals that's out there in the Serengeti have big ass calves. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't lying to you, bro. Look at a lion. A lion got all that mass, and it can barely do anything. A goddamn female line can probably last longer than a male line. Real talk. I always, I even did a live way back when. I say, sometime in the future, they're gonna be able to transfer these animal cadavers, and we'll be able to successfully transfer some of that ligament tissue or whatever. That find out what makes these animals so athletic to be so small and so strong. So when we find that out, no, anyway, man, let me stop talking. Let me stop. As I was saying, man, that's just my curiosity, bro. Jamal Neasy on deck. What's good? One on deck. Salute to you. He said, Willie say, or even Devin and Tank, Ryan and Tank, Rolly and Ryan. Most fighters sparring each other, but these new YouTube trolls just itching to do just that, troll casuals. Yeah, man, like for a long time, Rolly and Ryan had that sparring, and that's why I talk about a lot. That now they BFFs, but they sparred each other. I mean, shit, Rolly was showing up stalking the man, talking about, I want to fight you, I want to fight you, I want to fight you. But they're not sparring partners. They're not considered sparring partners, man. And look, you can't say, okay, with Deontay, the reason why we call him a sparring partner, because Wilder was a champion, Helenius was not. Well, guess what? Guess what? Goddamn, Rolly wasn't the champion either until he was gifted. If anything, he gifted that Jackson Marinez fight, but let's just clean the slate off. Let's just say he ain't a champion. Was he still getting recognition as a fighter that was on the come up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Was he able to get the big fight with Gervonta? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna if Ryan fight Tank next? Is the promo gonna be, oh, he's stepping in there with a sparring partner? No, they're not, because Ryan has been the interim WBC champion before at 35. You know what I'm saying? So being that he is a name that is considered that has a promising career, they're not gonna say he was a sparring partner. They're not gonna do that. Jamal say, yo, what up, bro? I'm back for round 2. No doubt, man. Jay Ocho on deck, man. Salute to you, Jay. Who you got for Meyer Bumgarner? I don't know, man. That's a tough one right there. That's a tough one. Real talk. That's a tough one for me. Look, it's a tough one, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I look at the length of time that Bumgarner had the belt when she knocked out Terry Harper. I don't know. I just see, in my opinion, the better boxer, in my opinion, being Mayer. That's all. I mean, that's just what I'm not saying. She's this killer, because I seen her let off like 10 punches on this opponent that was holding on to the ropes, and the girl was just still holding on to the ropes. It was nothing serious. It wasn't like the Estrada fight when she went in there and let off that round 6 punch combination or whatever on that soccer mom, and she was knocked out cold. You know what I'm saying? I give the edge to the Mayer, man. I don't know, man. I'm curious to know. I really never seen Bumgarner in a fight with somebody, that has the skill of Mayer, and she have to go through this. She has to get within range. You know what I'm saying? Get past that long reach of the taller fighter. I'm not saying she can't do it. Let's see how it works, man. Let's see how it works. Let's see if it's going to be a lopsided affair, or is it going to be a Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano type situation? Seriously. Travis Bryan say Wilder in 8 rounds. What? Man, I don't see this shit getting past out 5. I don't see it going past 5. You giving it 8? Look, I heard this too. You know, he need to get some rounds in. For what? He always been on record, and every other boxer's been on record. They don't get paid for overtime. I don't think this fight is going past 5 rounds, bro. I don't see it happening, man. I'm not good with predictions, but I've been to some fights that he was in. Seriously, I don't see it going past 5, man. Bud gonna stop Spence on deck. What's good with it? He say they know Fury cheated. Absolutely, he did. The Usyk route is better. That's what I'm saying, man. The Usyk route is better. For me and some other people, the Usyk route, fresh face, new name, man. I want to see him fight Usyk, man. I'm tired of seeing Fury, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of seeing this dude. I'm tired. All the antics. I mean, I think what did it for me is when, you know, I was walking up on him in L.A. and him and his team dipped into a Starbucks, and I went in there and I did the interview, and the dude ripped open his jacket. Look at me, I've been partying in Miami. I said, oh my God, dog, I got PTSD, man. I'm about to go, shawty. This dude just ripped open his jacket like I was supposed to see one pack. I didn't see no pack. This dude say he been partying in Miami. I was like, what the fuck, dog? Alicia just got to skip that jab and hit the body. Yeah, she gonna have to come in and really work some, you know, and mix it up. Real talk. I know that's like cliche, but she definitely got to mix it up with Mayer, man. Because to me, it seems like Mayer's gonna try to be a headhunter in this fight. If she can go in there and stop Baumgartner, it really gives her some momentum off this fight. She picks up, you know, strap. It really gives us some momentum, man. Yeah, go to the bang out to the body, man, of the taller fighter, and see if Michaela Mayer been working that core a little bit. Because when it comes to, you know, the eye test, you know what I'm saying, Baumgartner, in my opinion, man, she's in great shape. I'm not saying Mayer isn't. I'm just saying it seems like she work her core a lot. She's in great shape. We'll see, man. That's a tough fight. And don't ask me about the main event, because Shields is going to outbox this chick. And I hope she gets a TKO stoppage. I hope she stops Savannah Marshall. But hey, we seen some Clarissa Shields, you know, at a lower weight class get dropped. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how that goes, man. Shout out to my guy, Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, a.k.a. Showtime. Shaw on deck. Word, Fury and Wilder fought 3 times already. No doubt, man. I'm done. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Fury. I'm tired of seeing Fury, man. Same song and dance with him. Your daughter. I just want to give him a Hall's cough drop. You know what I'm saying? I want to give him some Korea Motion cough syrup. Your daughter, you can't beat me. I beat him down with 20 stones. He can't. I get tired of hearing it, dog. Like, every time he talk, I got to grab my throat. I got to go drink some water for no reason. Like, God damn, he make my throat itchy. Shit, bro. Hold on for a second, man. All right, we back, man. I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody want to jump on and talk about any of the fights that's popping off this weekend? There's been a lot of talk about the Devin Haney fight that's coming up, and that's a real big topic at the end of the day. But what I don't want to do is just like believe that boxing is gonna show us the dance once again. You know what I'm saying? Like, will this fight be fair and square in the rematch? Enough to determine a winner like it did the first time. And we see what happens. And whoever, I'm not even really thinking about who faces who next. All I want to see is no controversy. I don't want to see something that comes out and people call it bizarre, but it isn't. It's just boxing just giving us another twist and turn and say, yeah, we can make it happen. We're the puppet masters, man. Come on. What did you think it was going to happen? I don't want to see no weird shit happen. I don't want to see no headbutt and go to the scorecards and they have Cambosis up. And I don't want to see none of that shit. I want to see a fight just like we did the first time. I want it to be a fair one. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I wanted to see a fair one. That's it. Shit. I know they're trying to build up Cambosis on fight week. I've read the articles and all that. They're trying to build him up. He's not saying anything. He's still ferocious. No, he's still Cambozo. Now, look, you got to give it up to the clowns, right? Even the clown don't want to wear the same outfit every time. Like, it might possess the same type of damn looseness and fit, but the colors might be different. You know what I'm saying? A clown is still going to give you clown type shit. I mean, just because Cambosis is quiet this time around, he ain't talking. It's called being humble, y'all. You know, like, come on, bro. It's called being humbled. For real. It's called being humbled. Real talk. The Nordic Nightmare. I like that name by Robert Hellenius. You know. But he has to understand that, you know, he's definitely going to be in for a fight that may potentially turn into a nightmare if he ain't careful. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what they have to say about him. Like I said, common opponents, man. It's all in favor of, you know, the Bronze Bomber. You know, Gerald Washington and Johan Duhaupas, like I said, you know. What Ryan Garcia is talking about. Ryan Garcia's dad said Gervonta Davis fight close to being done. Yeah, we heard that close and nearing and looking. Close, nearing, looking. You know what I'm saying? And you see, you know, when you look at Boxing News 24, how Ryan Garcia was weighing the ice. You know, he had kind of toned down, you know, the little tuxedo bar mitzvah looking dude like he was on Hot Boxing. He kind of did away with the freaking black and the tuxedo like bow tie look. Now he want to wear a sleeveless sweater with a damn iced out necklace. Man, he's funny. It's funny. You remember how a story came out about Golovkin saying that he may potentially want to fight Jamal Charlo or whatever, right? But now articles out. Golovkin beating Jaime Munguia would get him back on top. De La Hoya. Stop it. Oh my God, De La Hoya is just always trying to put his fighters. Man, Jaime Munguia with, you know, style for style, yeah. But man, come on. Jaime Munguia would get him the business too, bro. Seriously. And who wants to see that fight? Oscar De La Hoya criticized Canelo Alvarez for reluctance to fight Mexican fighters. Oscar De La Hoya. Okay. The Conor Ben situation. Hey. I'm still waiting on the B sample and see how that's coming out. What they plan on saying. It said, say it's not down to him whether Conor Ben's B sample is requested to be tested. Let's see how that debacle plays out. Cheating exists in the sport of boxing. Real talk. Have anybody heard anything else about another date? You know what I'm saying? For the Crawford Spence situation? Has anybody heard any new news? Please, do tell. I see Devin Haney winning every round again. Eddie Hearn's on Haney versus Kambosos. Look, Haney threw over 100 jabs in that fight. And that's why people are giving him so many criticism. Because the jab is one of the primary fundamentals of the sport. You go in there uneducated, untrained, and they teach you the jab. You know what I'm saying? They teach you a lot of stuff, but they really teach you the jab. They do. They teach you the jab, the jab, the jab. They teach you how to have 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. And they pretty much guide you and develop you on how to throw the jab. Haney threw over 100 motherfucking jabs, dog. Easy against Kambosos. Over 100, dog. That shit is just wild, bro. That shit is just wild. What's going on, Pop? How you feeling, bro?
Oh man, just chilling, man. Just finished making dinner for the wifey real quick before she bite my head off.
Okay. What you end up making?
Old school hamburgers with gravy. You know what I'm saying? Over the rice, the patch of rice.
Okay. That's what's up.
I live in New York, but I was raised in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So ain't no bagel for dinner up here like they doing shit.
I feel you got to make it work, man.
Yeah, you got to make it work.
Be creative, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be creative with this cooking shit, man.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. In the military, I already know how creative y'all had to get.
Yeah, for sure.
My pops was in the army, so I already know.
It's kind of different with the creativity when you're chilling at home with the fam, though. Most of what we was cooking was the go shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit to eat fast and move. Fast and move. You know what I'm saying?
I would love if the kids we would sit down all and eat at once. That shit only happen at Thanksgiving. These kids be just some chicken fingers, French fries. Just as long as I know they get the essentials and I'm good.
Yeah, true. Times has changed, bro, for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
They want to just sit down in front of the TV and as long as they quiet.
It could be worse, man. They could be rambunctious and running all over the place, breaking shit.
Yeah, so as long as they sit down eating, they go back and put it in the sink so I can wash it later. I'm good.
So what's some of your picks, man, this weekend? Of course.
Which card? I'll tell you all of them.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Okay.
You don't have to be in no specific order. You know, we got boxing heads. Listen, they know what it is.
Well, I got Devin Haney. I want to see a knockout. All this brand new coverage I'm seeing that started Sunday, like I was saying. But anyway, I want to see a knockout since he doing all this weightlifting now and training and he getting stronger. Who else is on that card? Is anybody on Devin Haney's card?
I'm asking you, man.
Bro, I haven't seen anything about anybody else on that card, so I'm just.
So we
Devin
can
Haney.
pull it up. It ain't no problem. Look, it can be pulled up, man. It ain't nothing but a thing.
I was looking for it. I ain't seen nothing but the.
I got a little time, so.
Well,
I to be honest, I really gave a damn about, who was on the undercard of that card. Real talk.
I mean, I thought that at least Top Rank would put, some young studs up there.
I mentioned it. I mentioned it before. You know what I'm saying? But I figured it was going to be, especially, a couple of fighters from the Haney camp. But you got Andrew Maloney on that card fighting Norbelo Jimenez. I thought both of the Maloney brothers was on this card. Yeah, Andrew and Jason's on this card. They're fighting on the undercard, and then you have Lorenzo Truck Simpson, of course. He's attached to the Haney team along with Amari Jones. So you have David Nika. You know what I'm saying? Both 4-0 fighters fighting at cruiserweight. That's why I didn't recognize them. They at cruiserweight, but yeah, that's what you're looking at. Nothing too extravagant. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so I guess I'm just gonna be Devin Haney on that card because
I like the Maloney brothers. I like the Maloney brothers, man. You can't just say Devin Haney. I like the Maloney brothers, man.
I gotta
talk.
See, there go another thing right there. When you're not educated on a fight or certain fighters, it would be good to get a little bit of coverage.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of coverage, and I don't mean Sunday.
I mean, Wilder Helenius really didn't get any coverage, but they know this fight is taking place, though.
Hey, bro, I did I peeped it. I jumped on Sunday or either Monday, and I said they all started on the same day. Top rank release, both Devin Haney and Clarissa Shield trailers, and Deontay Wilder, his ad popped up all over me. I'm like, oh, now here you go.
Well, to be honest, man, this is a fight, a comeback fight for him. Mm-hmm. So I look at it like he get through Robert Helenius, it won't be the same his next fight. It's gonna be much more promo because the name is gonna be bigger. That's the way I look at it, man. Like the name is.
I know that too. Bigger. Before, I don't know how. I guess everybody got to go through it when StreamYard kick you out of your studio, then you got to go back in it. They kicked me out of my studio when I was going back. Me and Ohio Run Boxing was talking, and I was like, I said, I don't know, bro. I said, I know the big bros, Sha News and World Combat Sports would have definitely got some sparring and some real good footage of Deontay Wilder while they was down there for an entire week. If you go into his house, I figure you can get some footage of him, running, jumping, weightlifting, hitting the bag or something.
Well, you ain't going to his house.
They was at his house.
Unless I haven't been invited to his house. But when I go down there, it's like I just go to the gym and get the workout and the training and stuff like that. When I was down there.
Oh, I know. I'm not talking about like when you was down there on your own doing media coverage. I'm talking about when you get the invite.
Oh yeah.
If you got the invite, I know you don't carry all your equipment, but you about to be like, yo, I'm about to get down here. I'm about to get some footage. I'm about to get some interviews. I'm gonna talk to the team, fam. Yeah. I'm gonna get some you're not just gonna be showing what the auntie cooked.
Oh, I don't have I get where you coming at right now, but that was different, bro. You talking about when the LDBC was down there?
What? Just last week.
Oh well, that's different. Like he been knowing these cats forever and a day, man. That's one thing. Like you gotta look at it this way, Pop. With me, man, I'm in my 50s, bro. I support Deontay Wilder, but if he has somebody that he invites to his house and it's not me, I don't feel no type of way about it, bro.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's the same thing.
I want you to think that
any fight I support heavy. If they don't invite me to the house, that's cool. That's fine with me, bro.
Like, I get that. No, I'm talking about some. I said if you had got the invite,
but I don't think it's one of those fight camp type of thing. They was in the gym, but they really wasn't doing. I haven't seen a lot of media coming. It was a different type of vibe they had going on or whatever.
The same week they was down there.
I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because the same week they was down there, Fight Hub got some what you call out of it.
Oh, Fight Hub was down. Okay.
Yeah. Fight Hub was down. Fight Hub got some footage. You see what I'm saying? Like I go lurking, man. And I'm like,
Fight Hub got some footage of training or somewhere.
Training in the gym. I put it up. Yeah. I pulled it up and showed it. Like in the gym. I'm like, Fight Hub over here got some. Like, where y'all at?
Yeah.
Y'all got interviews with Jay. You got a interview with Deontay sitting down with his shirt off, but he just came through a hellacious brawl trilogy. Like, let me see what you're looking like. I had to go
Yeah,
to
I
Fight
definitely
Hub
would
to
have
see
liked
what the
to.
punches was looking like.
Yeah, I definitely would like to chop it up with him. Especially coming off two tough fights. But hey, you get some you don't. I'm not sweating it. I'm not sweating it at all. Like
Oh no, I know
dude,
you ain't sweating it.
I've been down to his training camp, and like I said before, I had the privilege of being around him multiple occasions, bro. When he was reigning champion,
Yeah.
not when he had lost the title to Fury. I have the opportunity to get when he was reigning, dog. That to me is special in his own. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Oh yeah.
I don't care about all the other stuff. Like if I don't get the invite to anybody, it's cool. That's fine, bro.
Oh, I don't think like it was like personal. I think the last fight, Blue Blood got some exclusive because I watched the fight from his channel, and then I just think that he let them rock. He let them rock out this time. I'm just saying like with the
Pop, you
shitty
have to understand.
promotion
He
that they
rocked with the
got.
LDBC before I was even in the camp. If that's his primary news outlet, I'm not a freaking mediator between that shit. Look,
Oh
seeing
no.
78 or anybody else down there, Blue, anybody, it does nothing. It don't make me feel no type of way. I don't care. Like he knew them before me. That's who he choose to invite this time. It's cool.
Oh no, I'm not saying like anybody jealous. I'm just saying like the way that like the majors just they only had enough money for a week of promotion. I just know that if you were covering a week of that fight, I'd have got a bunch of shorts and some
Yeah, yeah,
footage
yeah.
and some.
I feel
That's
you.
all I'm saying.
I
I'm
feel
not
you.
just saying just either you were shy. I think somebody would have been like, "Yo, they shitting on him, bro. The PBC ain't been down here in 3 weeks. We don't know what he
Like I
doing, what
said,
he look
I can
like."
relate to the PBC showing up to one of his fight camps, and when they was there doing interviews and shit. I mean, man, I'm telling you, bro. Like not being in this fight camp and him inviting the LDBC, man, that's his choice as a grown ass man, dog.
Yeah, hey. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying. I just think that this is no shade, no shot at him. It just
It
looked
seemed
like
like you trying to get some shade going, bro.
I just seem like if I was me, it looked like
That's
they
what it
dropped the
seemed like to
ball.
me, Pop. Like you seem like you trying to get some shade going. Like
Nah, I mean,
you
like,
want a
hold on
diss
now,
track.
because listen, I'm gonna tell you
You want a
something.
diss
I'm on
track to
my
be
shade
made and
shit.
shit.
Now, listen. I'm tired of being nice to a couple of groups. I'm on my
Okay,
shade shit now.
look. Okay, put it this way. Let me tell you. Let me put it to you this way, right?
Yeah,
Okay, let's just say the situation has been going on with me and Blue, right? Blue knows Deontay
yeah,
better than I do, but that don't mean
yeah.
anything to me, man. That don't mean anything. He can say what he want to
I'm not
say.
trying to make it
Look,
mean
check this out,
anything.
Pop. At the end of the
Yeah,
day, whatever he tells, if he tells anything about me and the way he feels, it's just what he tells. I don't sit up here and say, oh well, I'm gonna feel this way about Deontay Wilder just because you know Blue gets invited to this. No. What I had with Blue is what I had with Blue. If I had something with you, is what I had with you. I
yeah.
ain't on no fuckboy shit. Like goes on in this bum boxing community, man, where people just correlate everybody together. No, that's not the way, man. I've had my opportunity several freaking times, and I've interviewed the champ one-on-one on the apron and all that shit, bro. Like, I'm grateful. That's it. I ain't worried about the shit. Me and Blue Guy is between me and him. If I say putting out fake news, that's what I feel about him. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, well, I know he going back and telling Deontay. I don't care about any of that. If he do, he do.
Yeah, cool. I'm just saying. I just feel like they might have dropped the ball a little bit on the media coverage.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you feel that way, it's like I said, you can't do anything about it though.
No,
You
I can't
can't
do nothing about
look
it. I just
in that camp. They so close. Like they run a how you put it? They run a tight ship. So them dropping the ball, I don't know. I'm not close to that.
just in
I don't
my
know,
opinion,
man.
just looking at it, like if I type in Deontay Wilder, the only coverage I'm gonna get is PBC 3 weeks ago at the media workout and some Fight Hub shit.
But if you say that, where were you and everybody else back then when the fight camps was full? What was going on? You just can't bring it up now. Where
Oh,
was this going
I'll
on
tell
two
you,
years ago?
I was doing dumb shit.
I'm just saying,
I was
where
doing
was the
listen,
people?
I was doing dumb shit, and Shy was trying to get me to come to the fights, and I was just doing dumb shit. I was in the streets. I was doing dumb shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shy got me. Shy was like, "Man, stop playing. Get up here." He was like, "Man, you've been doing this for years. I just started before you did. You know what I'm saying?" But yeah, he's the go-to for me.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
know what I'm
telling you,
saying?
like the media shit changed, Pop. You got to understand some things about this media shit. Like to get into a camp like that, especially the heavyweight division, to get in a camp like that, not only to get in the camp to be able to take pictures and be able to film and be able to, get to know the champ and see the champ work out. I actually seen him spar. You know what I'm saying? I seen him spar. Actually was able to stop by when he knocked out Dominique Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Had the opportunity to Tay hooked me up at the time to go in through the back entrance of the freaking Barclays when they had their press conference with Dominique Brazil. Man, he came down here to the ATL for Tay's fight. Man, I call it the way it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had my moment several freaking times. Real talk, bro. I had my moment, man. And wherever these media guys was at when I was there, I didn't see a lot of these dudes. I didn't see a lot of them. When I was there at the camp, I didn't see a lot of them. That's all I'm saying.
I take your word for that.
I'm just saying I didn't see a lot of them.
I'm saying
I can tell you almost every media, YouTube media that was there. You know what I'm saying? I seen Ness there when he was still, on the march. I seen Ness there for sure. And I seen some others that was there. You know what I'm saying? Dark Horse, they want to parade around with Fight Pike or whatever he got going on. He was there. I can tell you all the YouTube channels that was there. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot, man.
yeah, but see, that's what I was saying. They got the exclusive, and I was just like, I would have expected just to be able to see some, because the mainstream media didn't give him shit.
Yeah.
And then he turned around on starting this week, and like the slander for Deontay Wilder is crazy. Like, whoa, what?
I mean, if you've been around long enough covering, the slander's been going on forever and a day. You ain't gonna stop that.
That's what I'm saying. But
you can
like,
somewhere try to police it a little bit in debates or something like that. But even that doesn't happen anymore. Why? Because most of the time the debates went on, Wilder was undefeated. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's when a lot of debates. To debate now would be, you have to have followed him on his rise up to that point where he stepped into the rematch February 2020 and lost his title. Then when you talk about it, it comes into the scandal of Tyson Fury and the cheating scandal.
and the cheating scandal, yeah.
And then it gets really, really dirty. It gets dark, dirty, grimy, all that shit. What's going on, Blunts? How you feel? Blunts, how you feel, bro?
What's good? What's good? What's going on?
What's going on, bro?
Man, getting to this money, man.
That's what's
Getting
up.
to this money. Yeah, listening to the
That's
good
always
conversation. Absolutely, Like some of these boxing community niggas, green ass niggas.
Yeah.
Now they ain't like us, man. They different. You see how me and World Combat was just having a good discussion, and nobody felt like their intelligence was being insulted.
Yeah, not like your man. So I seen.
You seen it, right? You
Not
seen
like
you seen it
yeah.
on you seen what you seen on the Facebook group?
Nah, ain't no Facebook group. What's up with that?
Oh, I got a group. I got my own little group. You know what I'm saying? My man was like, he was like, hey man, get your own group, man. Get your own marketing shit. I'm like, you know what? You probably right, bro. You probably
Oh
right.
man.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever I use the stream yard, so I post in my group on YouTube and on Twitter all at the same time.
Damn.
Who told you to get your own group? What we talking about?
Like just like Shy, he was like, yo, he said, man, start your own group on Facebook, bro. Just put content up.
I mean, he's right. Do your own shit. It takes a little bit more
Yeah,
work and effort, but people identify you for you, not all the
yeah,
freaking hashtags.
not hashtagging and wait for somebody else to approve my post in the group. They might not see it for 3-4 days later. So I
Yeah, them motherfuckers,
just run
man,
my
they
own
be
group.
hating. Approving the post on Facebook. Yeah, that's what if you had to approve everybody's freaking comment on YouTube? Shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shaw said, "Word. When I first met you, I thought you was Team Wild at the Sheridan for the Dominique fight." Hey man, Tay hooked that up. Real
When
talk.
you working, you
Tay
see. Yeah,
hooked that up.
I remember when you had Tay up here and we was talking, and I was like, yeah, I want to see, if you still doing the water training. I was expecting. I mean, for you to have the exclusive, I was expecting. I'm gonna stop talking about it. 'Cause I just felt like they have the exclusive, you would be able to get to it.
Hey, different people link up with certain things. Like I said, I can't speak on answers to your questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can't speak on it. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't know. I don't know, bro. But like I said before, I have some of the most footage out of the YouTube community with Wilder than most. You know what I'm saying? No matter what they say about views, I got a lot of freaking footage, man. A lot of like my clip that I put together is like over 500,000. You know what I'm saying? And that's when people saying he wasn't jump roping and all that shit. I mean, it's good shit, man. It's good shit. That's all I can say, man.
yeah, yeah.
I seen him
I'm
and his
just
wife Telly come down to Lenox Mall down here for her line and everything. Went up there and supported them with that. I mean, hey, that was during the pandemic too. But hey, it is what it is. I got a lot up top, man. You know what I'm saying? That I experienced with the champ. That's all. I did it when he was reigning defending, when he was undefeated. What's going on, Q?
Man, what's good with the family, man? How y'all doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Man, saying you dropped the link, and I told you like a month ago, anytime I see you drop that link, I'm going to hit it, bro. Make sure you're familiar with me.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, well, what y'all just talking about, just like, this week, the fights and stuff going on?
Yeah, just
yeah.
miscellaneous topics.
This the weekend coming up.
Pop trying to goddamn antagonize somebody, then do a diss track or something.
You know what? I damn sure am, man. You call me cute, man. There's no Vaseline with these niggas, man.
This nigga said he's trying to get somebody.
I'm cool. Look, I'm cool with that with those, but I'm not gonna take it out and bash a fighter for not,
I'm not bashing the fighter. Listen, the fighter is the fighter. He's not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when, unlike Bud, they don't want to get Bud. His check probably guaranteed what he getting. He already know. But I'm just saying, if you're down there the same week as Fight Hub, and Fight Hub puts out 2 clips of him hitting the pads and him hitting the foam sticks, and you was down there and going back and forth to the crib and all of this, and you don't have nothing,
I don't even know what to tell you.
That just look different. I mean, your World Combat, bro. Like you ain't. I'm not looking at you for the answer. The answer's rhetorical. They dropped the ball on that. You wouldn't have dropped the ball on that, man.
Yeah, I feel where you're coming from with that. I feel where you
You
coming
wouldn't have dropped the
from.
ball on that, man. I'd have got some shorts. I'd have got some good interviews, some clips. Even if the interviews would have came out after the fight or right before the fight, you'd have had people mouth watering, salivating with clips waiting for them to come on like Drink Champs or $1 Million Worth of Game. Like, damn, when this guy gonna hurry be on the show?
But see, you're talking about. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because that's what I've been saying about the YouTube community as far as the growth and everything that is restricted on here, right? Because this is one of the larger boxing community, but now you see Drink Champs, all the smoke, and the other channel with the football players. They're getting these interviews with these fighters now, these boxers.
Yeah,
They're getting interviews with these boxers that a lot of YouTube channels haven't even got yet.
can't get.
They can't get. But these
Can't get
dudes are getting interviews with these fighters now, which is good because I say, man, these fighters need much more commercial time. Now, I just
We need
seen
all the
freaking
time.
Deontay Wilder with my boy Marco. I got Marco's number, man. With Funny Marco. He just
Yeah, I
did an
seen that
interview
this
with Marco,
morning.
dog.
Yeah, I seen that shit this morning.
Yeah, me and Marco was chopping it up in the Staples down here in Decatur, dog. Like, man, dude, this is hilarious, man. He gave me his number and everything, dog. Like, I saw Deontay on there. I said, oh, shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah, dude, funny as shit, too. I'm like, man,
He blew the fuck up, Q.
Yeah.
I said Marco blew the fuck up. Man, he blew up, dog.
Hell, you're from just fucking with people in Walmart and shit like that. Hell yeah.
The shit he was doing should have got his ass killed, dog. But I'm telling you, that dude, when he do that joke in person, man, he funny as shit, dog. He do shit with a straight face.
Oh, y'all talking about Marco?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see Wilder actually on that show, but you know,
he's the only boxer I've seen on that show so far.
Yeah, that's crazy because I think like shows like that, you know, like as far as the boxing community, when we see him interview, we always want it to be like, you know, boxing related and stuff like that. But being on that show, that's not really boxing related. You kind of get the, you know, the personality, more the personality than a boxer.
Yeah, we need more of that from the fight game, though.
We do need more of that. We need more of that from all these fighters, bro. Like, we just do, man. Like, they gotta do more, like outside of what they think their element is. Like, if I need to see you somewhere, I won't think I would see you. Like,
well, y'all saw Devin Haney did a little interview with the Say Cheese dude or whatever.
Yeah.
Javante got on there with Gilly the Kid and Wallow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean,
that's the given though on $1 million worth of game.
Yeah, $1 million worth of game.
They get all the young boys up there, no matter what. They respect the youth. They get the young boys up there. I fuck with them.
But Gilly actually
interviews the young boys.
Gilly actually is pretty educated on boxing though.
Gilly's
when I stepped out the Deontay Wilder fight at the Barclays, it was Gilly, Zab, Swaggy, who else was out there? All them. What's his name? The guy who fought Jared Hurd, man. Who beat Jared Hurd first?
You talking about Julian Jackson?
Julian. What?
Julian J Rock.
Julian Williams. J Rock.
Julian Jackson would be everybody.
Yeah, I was about to say Julian Jackson went out that motherfucker. I would have got a picture.
I ain't gonna lie, he put a master class on her ass, boy.
Oh yeah. J Rock was out there. All them dudes was out there, man. So Gilly, he educated about boxing.
Yeah, Gilly, you know Gilly oldest, I want to say his oldest son box.
Okay.
I was watching $1 million worth of game, and Gilly was showing off his footwork and his 1-2s.
Yeah.
Floyd looked at him and said, "Oh, you boxed before, huh?"
Mm-hmm.
So Gilly be in the gym hard. He take that shit seriously. That's probably the training he does. A lot of people don't take boxing serious. They just hit the pads because I'm gonna hit the pass. Like I got money. He take that shit serious.
Yeah, Gilly from Philly though. Like one thing about Philly, like you from Philly, bro, you done been in that gym once or twice. Like even like Cassidy know how to box. I done seen him in a boxing gym hitting the mitts and shit before. So I know Philly, like they one of them cities like that. Like yeah.
Yeah, Blueface, man. Look, I know we talking about miscellaneous topics. I don't care, but I gotta mention Blueface and this girl, right?
Oh man.
Oh man, toxic but young toxic. But goddamn, she's a banger though, man. Like that's a crazy female.
With the missing
dog.
tooth emoji.
With a missing tooth. I don't care if the tooth is missing or not, dog. Girl is fine.
Bro, that
is fine, man.
Her ass from Baltimore, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, she's a Baltimore chick. Hell
She
no.
from out here. That's crazy. Hey,
that's how you see she bumping like that. Her ass can fight. That motherfucker.
Yeah,
No,
she got the
bang out,
swabber
bro.
with her. She can
No,
swab,
they just showed her in a strip club, man.
swab.
She was all up on this other chick. I said, man, okay, that didn't do nothing for me because I'm down in the A. I see that.
Oh,
shit
you
all
gotta,
the time,
I gotta
bro.
send you the clip of her getting piped down.
Oh damn.
I
Hey,
seen the
man.
clip of her getting piped down, man. Goddamn. Yeah, she like that. I ain't gonna lie. She got that. Hey, she got that oatmeal cream pie. That's what she got.
Damn.
I'm talking about. Hey, when I say cream, I'm talking about cream like concerned cream. Like goddamn.
Wow.
Yeah, she got that cream.
Wow.
It's like
That's
that.
crazy.
For
That's
sure.
crazy. I just looked.
I seen her with a new dude.
Man.
She was with a new dude lately.
Man, she can be with a new dude all she want, but Blueface can fight, man. He can box. Real talk, dude can actually.
Yeah,
He really working on this shit. He taking it serious.
Yeah, he taking it serious.
Matter of fact, I seen him in there with one of the Charlos. One of the Charlos was giving him some pointers and shit.
man, he was gonna whoop Swaggy P ass.
I don't know about that, y'all.
Man,
Swaggy, I don't know about that because you just seen Adrian Peterson get knocked the fuck out, and they thought he was gonna do the knocking out.
Yeah, but did you see Swaggy P in the last fight, bro?
Yeah,
saw that
he went
shit.
through the ropes.
That nigga quit. Fuck out of here.
No, they say he got headbutted. He quit, dog. He said he got headbutted.
He hit his head when he went out of the damn ropes and shit. So they was, they
Bro,
I guess no contest or some shit.
In Blueface first little fight, he knocked the nigga out. A nigga jumped in the ring and he knocked the nigga that jumped in the ring out too.
Yeah, Blueface
Fuck
can
on that
throw
nigga
hands.
too.
I ain't gonna lie. Blueface legitimate. He can throw hands, man.
And he knocked out that light skin. And he knocked out that light skinned girl he fucking with daddy. Knocked her daddy.
Oh man, they was knocking out
Yeah,
each other's
what you
parents.
call
Period, dog.
Yeah,
Hey, but
and
look,
he
They
posted-
was knocking out each other's parents. Period. How fucked up is that, dog?
Hey,
and
Blue
then
from
posted. Now she can call me daddy. I was like, damn, y'all.
he from schoolyard Crip, so he gotta know how to fight, man. He done got put on the hood, so he gotta know how to squabble a little bit.
Yeah, I see him repping the blue all the time. Real, like
Yeah, he from schoolyard Crip.
Yo, you know what's crazy? It's so funny to me is that he signed to a Pyru blood.
what?
Wax a buster.
Well,
He signed to that
You know how that
one.
is like we're not gonna get into the shade room. Like, man, come on, man. Like, dude,
Wax a buster.
what you gotta be to be Pyru, dog? What you gotta be? I heard you gotta be from a certain area, and he's not from that area. But I ain't the one to get in that shit, dog.
It's funny to me. On Pyru.
Pyru.
Yo, the only reason I'm gonna tell you the only reason they made it able for us to talk to us because they put it on mainstream. It's on Clubhouse, and everybody on Clubhouse has a YouTube
Oh
page.
man, Pop, don't
So,
tell me you be on Clubhouse, dog.
No, I be on YouTube.
I don't
And
be
the
on
guys
Clubhouse.
and everybody like, bro, I'm subscribed to about 5 people that just make their bread off of what went on Clubhouse.
Hey, OG, you never gave me my bad, Pop, to cut. I ain't trying to switch the subject or nothing like that.
Go ahead,
OG, you never gave me your thoughts on that on ESPN calling Spencer Bud.
Well,
referring to them as
ESPN, we're
girls.
talking about. Okay, I got you for sure. Yeah, you're right. So it was Max Kellerman. First of all, when I heard Max, okay, Max is an instigator. You know, he can goddamn open his eyes all wide up and act like he innocent, but he's an instigator, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he was taking shots. Seriously. And the way he took a shot is disrespectful because he was pretty much trying to say that, you know, he was trying to put some femininity in that shit. To me, it seemed like. So, yeah, he was taking shots at Crawford Spence. I don't know if y'all seen that video or not, but
I ain't seen the video, but I know he been taking shots at Earl for years. So that's nothing new to me with him.
I mean, shit, I ain't shit. Do what the fuck you gotta do to get these niggas in the ring. I don't give a fuck what he say about them. Like, yeah, like I ain't like, and I'm not even one of them people that's like, oh, they need to make the fight. They need to make the fight because I kind of feel like it's gonna happen. But you know, I don't really care about the timeline. I just don't want it to be like that shit really can't go past May. I mean, yeah, like May, March, April, like it go past
damn near mid-year, god damn it, in
23. But that what I'm saying. It don't look like this year, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really think we're gonna get that shit this year.
No,
that shit looking like tax time, man. That shit looking like it's gonna happen around tax time.
I hope like February. I'm thinking like probably like aiming for like February, end of January, some shit like that.
And when everybody get their tax check.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not like shit. I ain't going to that fight. I was gonna go to it, have my whole little shebang. Like I'm ready for that shit. Like, but right now, bro, I ain't even gonna do that shit. I done spent the money I was saving on that fight 2-3 times already, man. Fuck that nigga.
Okay, I got a remedy to that shit, that Q, man. All you gotta do is get up with Blue. He's giving out $100 for the pay-per-view, man. See, can you get in there?
Yeah, you just gotta pay $25 for the membership. You gotta get the highest membership.
Man,
you gotta pay $25, which is a quarter of the $100 estimate that he said the pay-per-view would cost to be in the home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm just saying, man. Hey, listen, y'all actually went and looked that shit. That shit funny to me. I went and looked that shit up. I was like, damn, that's a big jump from $9.99 to $24.99. Like, damn. No wonder you got to shout out everybody.
Hey, Pop, I be seeing you when I go back. When Sean told me to go back and see the donation he dropped, I be seeing you over there, man. I know you knew about the memberships when them shits dropped.
Nah, I didn't know about the memberships, bro. I said, let me check. I said, let me check.
Blue was like, Pop a lot. What's good?
Oh yeah, I go over there. I gotta go over there. How else do you know if you don't go over there? I don't care if he knows I'm over there. I give him a like too. Word. Let me hear it. Hurry up.
That nigga said word.
But listen. If you don't get the likes up, he won't say nothing.
Hey man. Hey.
Yo, listen. World Cup. I know you don't watch, but like I've been sitting over there like, let me see what this dude about to say. And I've been sitting there like 30 minutes. I got up, walked around, fixed something to eat, fixed me a drink, came back. He still talking about get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Like ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Wipe your feet off. I'm like, damn, bro, you still ain't said nothing 30 minutes in.
Hey, Bob, that's when you was over there temperature checking?
Yeah.
Making sure he fucking with you.
Hey, that's the hustle, dog. That's the
hustle, so I gotta go over there, you know. Since he shout, yo, bro. You like everybody trying to figure out why he's shouting out people while he cooking because they paid membership. If you pay $9.99 or $24.99, he has to shout you out. That's part of the damn deal.
So why he shout you out?
Because I've been on a panel with him before.
Oh, I thought because you was paying $9.99.
I ain't paying shit, bro. Like you and listen, you will never go over there and see a damn super chat from Papa Lot.
No, I'm talking shit.
So what made you fucking with?
Before you walk in.
Hey, Chris.
That nigga doorbell.
Cause he'll ring the doorbell for you.
Hey yo, I want to see, cause bro, he'll put some shit up, and I'll be like, I want to see if this is interesting. Let me go check it. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right, I already know like the first 10 minutes, he's not gonna say nothing till he like get the likes up. He starts screaming how many people he got in there watching, and how many people and how many likes he got. And if the likes ain't close to how many people he got, you already know what he's saying. He'll get up and walk away. He'll sit back. He'll just, because he's going to play football. He'll sit there and nod, okay, he got PTSD. He got, you see him start nodding off and just shaking a little bit until he get them likes up, and then he start talking.
Man, you need to let him know that, dog.
No,
trying
man,
to
he
run-
got to know that. He don't give a fuck.
You need to let him know all this shit.
He got to know this, bro. I mean,
Like, I
he
fight
don't
my
give a
own-
fuck. That's the thing, World
I
Cup.
get it, bro. If that's
He
a
don't
battle
give a
that you
fuck.
have, you got to take that battle up with him. Like I
I
try
don't have
not
no
to
battle
like,
with it. Listen, I have no
I
battle
try
with
not
it.
to do what I get on other niggas for doing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying, like when you go over there, you just be like, okay, let me go ahead and hit the like button, click. I'll be like, I'll be saying to the screen, like, everybody hit the like button so we can see if this nigga tell the truth or lie. And what lie he gonna tell? Let me hear. But hurry up! I don't want to sit around all day for this shit.
Well, you gotta let him know, bro. I can't do nothing for you. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
see, now
Like,
listen. The last
my
time I let
battles,
somebody know that,
my battles. You know what I'm saying?
no, I don't
But
have no battle, man, because I know guys are
now you do,
sensitive
cause he gonna
and
hear
it's
you
their
over
hustle.
here.
Because the last time I told somebody, I'm like, yo, could you get to the topic? I was gay. I couldn't have no kids. I couldn't reproduce. Nobody loved me.
Yeah.
I ain't had no family, so I'm not gonna tell nobody. I'm gonna let them do them. I'm gonna hit the like button and wait for people to hurry up and just wipe their feet before they walk in this house.
But like most people do, you gotta address that on your channel though.
I've been done that, man. It don't bother me. It don't.
Yeah, you
It
gotta
don't
do
bother
that.
me, man. If it really bothered me, I would unsubscribe from the nigga. If it really bothered me.
Hey, at least take your life back before you leave out for the night.
He can
You
barely
said what?
hear you that drop.
Hey, I said at least take your life back before you leave out at the end.
Yeah, take the light.
Take your life back.
Oh, your light, yeah. You ain't never lied.
Oh shit! He said take the light back. Oh man.
So what y'all think about any of the fights that's going down this weekend? What's some of your favorite that's going down this weekend? Q.
Honestly,
Hey, I can't even hear you. Blunt, I can't hear you,
I'm
bro.
driving. I'm almost at the house. I'm driving.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Uh, Caleb Plant and Anthony Durrell. That's the fight I really, really want to see.
Why that fight? Because it's eliminated to face Canelo. You want to see him fight somebody different or Caleb Plant again?
Um, Caleb Plant's him basically coming off his first loss, getting his belt taken, and Durrell his last hurrah.
Yeah.
And
Wait.
they don't like each other either. So that's the fight I want to see because this fight will determine where you stand in the rankings.
So Caleb and Darrell's eliminated for Canelo.
Yeah. WBC.
Man, listen. I think Caleb's next fight is Benavidez.
He's not gonna fight him without no belt. And I'm gonna be truly honest with you. As long as I've been in this game, the hype on that fight has definitely passed.
Nah, man. This gonna bring it back to life. They gonna once we see what Caleb do with Darrell, people gonna talk about what David already did to Darrell, stopping him, and then because
I don't know if that's the same Durrell.
What? I don't know if that's the same Darrell. Did you watch the fight? That's the same Darrell. Anthony.
I mean, them niggas look the same to me. But I mean, Caleb's not gonna be able to do what David did because David's he's just a much bigger, stronger fighter. Caleb's a slicker fighter.
So that's exactly why we're gonna want to see what happens between the two. And Caleb already came out during this whole press conference and shit and addressed David Benavidez and the fact that he would fight him and he's not afraid of him. David Benavidez can't get no action. Canelo finna sit down for a little while and relax. I'm trying to tell you, I think they're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, I like to see that fight. I don't think. Who got the video playing? Okay. Okay, cool. It's good now. But I don't think it's past, man. That'd be a fight, man. Caleb Plant, David Benavidez. He told me he was the easiest one in the division twice, but we still haven't been able to see the fight.
Yeah, that's That's what I'm talking about right there. They for they like as much as PBC have in-house fights, they have the same promotional company, and they ain't fought yet. Both of them had belts at one time. I mean, we, like they already had the incident at the gym. I mean, this shit out that this fight right here talking about that quietly. This shit is damn near worse than Bud and Herb.
Hey,
Hell
hold
worse.
up.
no. Hell no.
Nah, they
Shot.
worse. Nah, they
Hell
worse.
no. They worse, dog. They more
They
important.
worse.
They've been talked about forever. Hell no.
They worse. Them niggas. That nigga let David Benavidez lost his belt. Caleb Plant lost his belt to goddamn Canelo. Like, and y'all never unified. And
Never.
now Canelo's sitting at the top telling y'all niggas to fight each other and he'll fight the women. Well, not Caleb Plant, but you know the rest of them. Like,
Hey,
To
Q.
be truthfully honest, he took David Benavidez belt too.
How he took it? In
they
order for
gave
you
him
to
that
take
belt.
his belt, he has to be in ownership. He never took his belt, dog.
Well, I ain't gonna say he took it, but they
It was vacated.
handed him. He didn't vacate.
He lost
He
it
was
on the
stripped of
scale.
it.
I know
You know
that,
what
but
I'm saying?
that's almost like being stripped, vacated, whatever. You know,
Yeah,
stripped.
so they
Stripped. He
stripped
was
it, and
stripped.
then like Canelo was like, I'm fighting at 175. I'm not fighting at 168. They stripped David Benavidez. All of a sudden, Canelo just happens to be up for the eliminator for the WBC belt.
I mean, he tried to get in there with Abner Yildirim. They said no, so he fought for the WBA and the WBC with Callum Smith. It worked out.
That was before
But
he
you
fought.
wasn't gonna fight David
That was before he
Benavidez.
fought. That was before he fought Yildirim. He fought the UK boy before he fought Yildirim, or after.
No, Abney came before he fought Callum Smith. I'm pretty
I
sure.
thought he was the mandatory for the WBC.
The WBC at the time was vacant, and they tried to goddamn go in there and fight for the vacant, man. I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
sure.
but that's
me
how we got the
verify.
belt.
Let me verify. But he was trying to Canelo was trying to get in there and fight Abner Yildirim for the vacant WBC, dog.
Yeah, they're trying to fight his sparring
And they
partner.
denied that shit. Let me see.
Yo. Hey, Q.
Abner Yildirim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, my fault. I
Q
ain't
was
trying to
right.
cut nobody off. Hey, Q, didn't I just see
No,
you
hold
knock
up.
out
Q.
Smith?
No, Q was right. You was right. He fought Callum Smith before. He sure did. He fought
Yeah.
Callum Smith before Abner Yildirim. You was right.
Yeah. You seen me on knockout shit. I beat that nigga in the debate, and they like no cap. I beat that nigga 3-0. I beat him. It ain't no way, shape or form you could think that nigga
Well,
beat
don't
me.
let
in
me
the
get
debate.
on that bogus ass, biased ass motherfucking shit over there,
Hey,
dog.
hey,
Don't-
I was like, hey, on my kids, I just seen Q that like it was like a week, maybe a week or so ago, nigga. I seen you over there doing your shit.
Yeah, man, I even dropped in for that, man. I was like,
Hey,
damn.
straight cook that nigga. After
Hey,
that first round, he ain't know what the fuck to do because I wasn't supposed to win that first round, and I could tell after I finished when he came back and did his rebuttal, the boy was stuttering like I'm like, oh, I got him.
Oh, the knockout don't stutter.
Bruh, go watch after I finished my first round. He came on the rebuttal stuttering like, I'm like, I got him. Like, yeah.
So who was the judges again? Because I remember stopping in there. I remember seeing
Well,
you on the
OTB.
panel.
Right side was the judge. Right side had me winning the debate. OTB and Just Do. Just Do was wilding because Just Do gave him every round. Just Do didn't even give me a round.
Why do you think he gave him every round?
Why you think he gave him every round?
I think because of that hashtag on the back of it.
Hey, no.
What's the hashtag? What's the hashtag?
What's that?
That TWT.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
No,
But he let those people be the judges. So if you let biased ass judges in there,
I didn't know who the judges was till I got on there.
No, you don't know. You're not gonna know.
Yeah, I didn't know who the judges was till I got on.
You're not gonna know.
But the thing is, what I should have did, I should have told them, let me pick a judge. I should have picked a judge.
Yeah.
true.
Call one of us.
That's cool. That's cool.
But he picked
True.
all three of them, and for the simple fact, I'm looking at the chat, nigga. The chat was going crazy. I ain't talked to not one person that was in the chat that told me I lost. No, so
Well, it
that's a
don't
But
matter
you
what
lost
the
the
chat
debate.
say. It
yeah,
don't
yeah,
But
matter
you
what
yeah,
the
lost the
chat
yeah.
debate.
say.
No,
Did,
but to
did
me,
you lose your
like
debate?
no, like knowing the environment I'm going in, it's an uphill battle, and how close it was. Like every round, they talking about, oh, it's close, it's close. If the round close, and you gave it to him, that's how I know I won. Because if it was like on the even playing field, I would have clearly won it. But for the simple fact you saying it's close, you trying to, you know what I mean? It's a little something in it, but I ain't tripping. I know I won that. Like I told knockout wife, hey, tell your husband I won when you laying in the bed beside him that same night. They
God
know it.
damn, dog.
You know what I mean? I told her that in the chat, like, yeah, don't tell her.
Oh shit,
So,
dog.
that's a good dub, bro. I got that one.
I look. I thought about giving that attention over there, and after the ETB and BFTV shit, nah, man, I burned that
Yo,
motherfucker down, man. I ain't returned to the crime scene, dog.
Stop.
your combat. Your combat. You see the comment that Shy put in the chat in the bottom.
You can't debate in the buyers debaters league. The game is fixed. Absolutely, it's fixed, dog.
Now, he keep telling me to go over there and debate. I'm like, I'm not going over there knowing the shit fixed. And even I'm not even gonna sweat and waste my time yelling at these niggas like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, I'm not even gonna do it because I'm gonna get animated and I'm gonna be like, you know what? Nah.
What you mean? What you mean animated? BF was animated. He was looking at motherfucking the
I mean,
ceiling
yo,
and
that
and, and,
he's
and
not animated.
goddamn.
That's him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Shy News. His
Hey,
name,
you muted. You muted. Drop.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say that's what scumbags do.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm
You all
saying?
ducking
Like,
under the table and shit. That's what
nah,
scumbags
man.
do, nigga.
I'm not
for
I'm
real.
I'm,
That's what
I'm
scumbags do.
not doing
All
that shit, bro.
laughing for
I'm
no
not doing
fucking
that shit.
reason.
Clown ass shit.
I'm not doing it. Going over
I
there already knowing that, that
I
I'm
mean, get
not
in the
being
fire.
funny.
Get in the fire and
But
swim a little bit. See
nah,
what it
man,
is.
TWT is like,
But that's your peeps though, ain't it, Pop? That you
nah, I can't do it no more, man. I
Southern
insult
T
niggas
was your
intelligence.
peeps. Ain't
When
he
I
the
started,
CEO,
like
the
like
founder?
like 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 Big Blunts know he laughing. When I started insulting niggas intelligence on some little shit, like I can't do it. Like when I'm insulting your intelligence on some little shit, I can't do it.
Mm.
I'm insulting your intelligence on some little shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out that debate, Q, for real. Cause I
Man,
remember pulling up to that shit, right?
man.
And I didn't get a chance to look at all of it, but after the ETB debate, I dropped in every now and then. I was like, man, this shit is biased. The poll is biased. The people in the goddamn chat is biased. You know what I'm saying? And the
Yo, there's no
judges, a lot
way.
of the judges are
Yo,
biased.
listen, there's no way that you can have a hashtag TWT and be a judge if it's not all TWT doing the shit. Like if there's an outside entity coming in and you got TWT, like this shit ain't this shit what? This is Canelo panel. I'm definitely losing.
They got
Word, I'm definitely losing. Unless I come out here and do a Bill or Floyd Mayweather, I'm losing.
yeah, open score. It just depends, bro. It just depends on like the judges, like first time judges, bro. They just happy to be there. So if he got a first time judge on the debate where he debating, they just happy to be there. That's how I feel.
There should be
But
some guidelines though, like I mentioned. Knockout came over here crying. I say the judges should be taking down notes so they can tell the audience why they're picking so and so to win
it
that round. Why they won that round. They pick certain areas on what they were saying, and they'll be able to tell the audience, not just go off the top of the dome and freaking say, well, I have so and so winning. You know what I'm saying? And he says some good shit. When BF was talking about a third of a third, less than 1%, and all the other bullshit, nobody understood what he was saying.
Yep. And then like like Just Do, the first round when they went because they was taking notes when he was listing the points. He said the nigga kept naming off points that I was making. Boom, he listed off more of the points I made than Knockout made, and he gave around the knockout. I'm looking at the ball like you wilding right now. Like I
You
had that.
already know, man. Listen, man. I like maybe you didn't know going in, but when you went in there, if you saw the names on the hashtags and right behind it, you shit.
I don't have to see no hashtag. I just knew the shit was gonna be bottom. If I ever
Shit.
went over there, I knew
World Combat, you'll never be a
say
judge
no.
over there.
No, I'm talking about going over there to debate.
Man,
Because I
they
really,
don't want you over there to debate. They hate you.
yeah, they ain't gonna let me over there to debate. Period.
Nah,
Like,
you hate
it'll
it.
serve
You
no
hate it.
purpose.
Yeah, ain't no need for you to go over there to debate. You're gonna lose. I mean, they gonna mute your mic when you be talking. Be like, oh, it was an accident. Nah, ain't no need for you to go over there. It's
Hey,
red.
motherfuckers be sending links behind the scene. Hey, man, mute that motherfucker on purpose, man.
Word.
Put
And
him in the background and say he ran away. He ran from the chat.
Yeah.
I want to see. Hey, I want to see Knockout get on that bit with E Thriller.
Hell no,
Why he
man.
ducking
like,
that motherfucking smoke?
Look. I don't even think he can recover from the freaking smoke that E Thriller gave him.
E Thriller body bag that nigga.
God damn, that shit.
That
was
nigga's
brutal,
the GOAT.
dog.
I ain't see it, but speaking of a body bag, I did see. I seen Bernie body bag Bill Haney on his live. Ow. You know, I seen Bill. He was kind of, I guess he was mad because Bernie said he feel
called
like
him a bum and all. Yeah,
Yeah. I went and seen Bernie shit, man.
Bernie was going off that night. Now,
hey, Bernie was in
going
that
off
bitch.
now.
Yeah, Bernie was cooking.
When was this?
Yeah, yesterday. Like 2 nights ago.
Yeah, 2 nights ago. Yeah, something like that. 2 nights ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
you ain't give me my
Bernie-
notification. I'm going to check that.
It was in response to Bernie being on the Boxing Voice, and he went in and he spoke his mind about how he felt about Devin and shit like that. And of course, when you say stuff about Devin, Bill's gonna pull up sooner or later. So either he's gonna pull up or he's gonna say something to somebody so they can get back to that person. And that's just what he did. You know, he said what he said about Bernie, and Bernie responded.
yeah, and that shit.
We ain't gonna see them niggas fight, but like, who's we talking about?
He ain't talking about fighting. He talking about smoke. He gave him the smoke though.
Yeah.
Who's we talking about from Buzz Camp fighting Devin? We talking about the Shakur fight?
No, he wasn't talking about fighting nobody from Bud Camp. He was just
he
talking
wasn't talking about fighting nobody. Bill said something about so-called Steve Nelson. You know, trying to compare the champions. You know how many champions or something that came out of, Bud Stable, B&B, or whatever the case. Whatever was going on, you know what I'm saying? But E Thriller went in on Knockout, man. That shit was super freaking petty. The little intricate details in a battle, like, man, that dude, like, woo. He was getting down to the petty, super petty. He was doing side-by-side comparison pictures. Oh, my God, dog.
Did they give it to him, though? Did they give him the win?
No, I'm talking about they went at it online smoke.
He did a video
the YouTube smoke.
Yeah. Like how I be doing.
Well, when it comes to them videos, I ain't fucking with you, bro. He gonna be he take time out the jug that knife in your ass.
He had me reevaluate my shit. Like, goddamn, I need to step my shit up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a difference between the way he did and you tell a story. You can tell a story and orate that shit correctly. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between, the smoke. Real talk. The way you did it, and the way he did it is different. They both hot. They both burned down. They both hot. Real talk.
Yeah.
It's just the way he came in Knockout. That shit was. Man, he was putting pictures up there like he was super petty, dog. Like Coach said, I mean, he was digging with the motherfucking blade in that shit, dog.
Yeah, he know how to
He
he
was
know how to
twisting
twist
that
and turn it.
motherfucker, dog.
He know how to twist that. That wound gonna stay open forever. Like I don't care if you ever come around.
See, I ain't see that shit. Like I ain't see that shit, but I think that shit. I think that shit funny. Like all that shit they doing back in that shit hella funny. I think that shit is what. Like I think that is a big ass debate. Like if them nigga were to debate, you know, really, I just think they just need to debate and stream it on both platforms. Like you can do that shit, you know, put that shit on E Thriller shit, put that shit on KO shit, whatever. His comments and E Thriller comments going and let that shit go. But
That
it
shit ain't
is
happening if they don't get approval, bro.
See, this
that
this
shit
is me
not
in the
that shit.
this is me in the debate. Like, I feel you shouldn't be able to
Mello.
click off screen. You shouldn't be able to click off screen and go off camera. You should be on camera the whole entire time. You shouldn't be able to research shit. You shouldn't be able to do nothing. If you're going off the top and it's a boxing debate, let's see how deep your boxing knowledge goes off the rip, not just with current era shit, back in the day shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know it, say you don't know it. You feel me? Like, I don't know about this cutting off the camera and clicking on the damn computer,
You hear
trying to
niggas
find some
clicking,
shit
right?
out. I mean, come on, bro. Keep your camera on. You're not allowed to goddamn cut the shit out. You're not allowed to look up shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm too damn lazy to be going on the research, and I done did enough research for the debate, nigga. I ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
I damn near don't even want to rebuttal, but shit, fuck, for the sake of it, I will. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really want to rebuttal. I feel like I laid all that shit down, but the rebuttal shit is cool because you got a rebuttal. So, but E Thriller and KO debate, bro, that shit fun. That shit'll be funny as hell. I be saying Rebel like funny as a motherfucker too. Like, they need to do that shit.
Hey, Q, what was y'all topic, man? I forgot. Was it Jenna back? Was that you?
Nah. Our topic was a new way and bam. I had a
Oh,
new
yeah, yeah,
way
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and bam.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, you
yeah,
going back over there for another debate?
man, I don't know who I'm debating, but I'm smashing a nigga next Thursday. No cap.
Oh,
Like
okay. All
I'm
right.
coming in. I'm coming for a body. Like all that shit. Like a vote. Like the vote shit cool, but fuck all that. Like a nigga gonna know. Like no cap. KO after all this debate. See how we talked after them debates. Stop. See how we talked after them debates, how we did the niggas and all that shit. He ain't do none of that shit when he debated me, cause
Hey,
I niggas know.
hey, you need to check them judges too. If they tell you how after they pick you or whatever, pick whoever, and they didn't pick you, they need to be checked too. Like, they can be checked in real talk. If you coming up with some criteria and it really don't put the momentum out there in favor of your opposition, you got to ask them too. You got to question, like, what are you doing, man? Are you here to be non-biased, or you have premeditated ulterior motives, man? Because I feel like I smoked that round, but you gave it to so and so. They need to be checked too.
They're not gonna keep that shit 100, man. They don't want to look. They put, man. That's the thing about that shit is they not gonna say how they really feel because they at where they at. That shit is not neutral. It is what it is. These niggas is grown ass niggas and they hoes. They fans of they homeboys. That shit weak as hell to me. Like
Like,
Super
yo,
if a nigga,
fans.
if a, if
yo,
a
Blunt, what you saying is why I ain't over there no more, because that shit niggas got mad at me on some real shit. Because I guess they try to say I made D Free and Coach go at it over 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 a fantasy trade.
A fantasy trade. What? A fantasy trade. Damn. Wow.
Over a fantasy trade I had nothing to do with. I'm not even in the fantasy league. I just like I was joking around because D Free was like when I see Coach, it's So I was just joking around. You feel what I'm saying? So I jumped on the panel. I was like, "Yo, did I miss the smoke?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, you missed it." I was like, "Fuck it, do it again." So I was just joking. D Freak took all of his intent of motive to go right back at Coach and go at his manhood and how he can't fuck with him because he ain't even real about this and that. I was like, listen, I didn't tell you to say. I wasn't texting you behind the scenes to be like, yo, say this, say that. You wanted to say this shit for a while for all the shit you were saying.
Pop, what your ass be on, man? You over there in the ops area stirring up trouble and shit. What you doing, man? What you doing, man? What you got going on, man?
Listen, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. When you wanna know something, you know it's that one guy you gotta be like, hey, man. For some reason, you know, he get dirty with the dirt, he slither with the snakes, he bark with the dogs, he run with the wolves, man. I was over there because somebody was like, yo, you should fuck with them. Just a second. I went over there and then he was like, yo, don't fuck with them. I'm like, but yo, bro, they fuck with me hard body. So, but then I was like, you know, let me check a temperature real quick. But I was only joking when I told the guy to be like, you know what I'm saying, do it again. I didn't tell that, like, bro, if like, all right, Blunts, if I tell you to be like, fuck it, go, you know what I'm saying, go at World Combat, are you going to do that?
Man, look, I'm a grown nigga. There's no offense to you, but can't no nigga on the planet tell me to do shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do me. So the answer to that question is nah, nigga.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. Like, how am I gonna tell a guy to go at this guy that I don't know? I've never I only know him from, you know, I know him from YouTube. I've never met him like in person. I never shook his hand. You know what I'm saying? You had some real animosity at that person if you went at that person. I can't make you do anything.
You just encouraged them to. You didn't make them, but you encouraged them, huh?
He could have easily been like, nah, I got him already, Pop. I would have been like, all right, cool. Nah. And then when I was like, yo, man, it ain't really that serious, he kept going.
God damn.
So it wasn't like I did anything, you know what I'm saying? So then the next day, nigga ain't want to let me on the panel. I was like, all right, cool. Later on that night, nigga said I insulted his intelligence. I was like, oh, man, here we go. Now y'all gonna be like, nah, you crazy as fuck, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You crazy as fuck. Word up. I'm all right. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I was holding a few niggas off your asses.
So look, hold on. Just let me understand the story. So you went over there fucking with the ops because the man said you should go fuck with him, but then you got over there and it was like, nah, I ain't gonna fuck with him. But then you jumped on the panel, then started some shit, but then.
Nah, I've been fucking with him for a minute. I've been fucking with him for months. Before he was like, you know what I'm saying? Before niggas was like, it was just some shit. I went over there, I was fucking with niggas. Everything seemed cool, you know what I'm saying? And then I went on vacation for 6 months. I come back and everybody got hashtag. I'm like, oh man, I know what this is right now. This is the junior varsity to the LDVC.
Well, look, as long as you ain't over there, he and the ha and the temperature checking niggas, you know what I'm saying? We don't want you to get jumped and come call us, and then you know you need some assistance and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't need no assistance, yo, bro. I don't never need no assistance. Like you see the bottom comment. You see how Shy News is starting shit. That's who be starting shit. But I don't care because my name is who I am. I pop a lot of shit. Like I don't give a fuck. Like it is what it is. Like them niggas don't like it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas don't like it. That's why I feel like they wanted a reason to, like, you know what I'm saying, be like, Pop, you fucked up. You an instigator. You do this. You do that. Oh shit. Okay. I felt like Caesar when he got kicked off Black Ink.
Nigga fool, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I bring shit to the table. Like when I come over there, like, you know what I'm saying? I be like Sean he be mad at me because he be like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga likes me up. nigga, it'd be more viewers. They'd be like, oh yeah, pop on the panel. Let me see what this nigga about to say. He over there sipping on the 1800. You know what I'm saying? Smoking a blunt with the kids running around. Niggas fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, nah. You know, I come back home. I fuck with everybody. I fuck with Combat. I was fucking with. You know, I'm trying to get back into the boxing shit. And then, boom, like 2 weeks into me being home, World Combat crushes Blue Blood Sports. I was like, oh shit.
Hell yeah.
2 weeks after that, he crushes BFTV. He crushes BFTV for 2 weeks. Then he goes on.
You know, you gotta add Drop in there too. Drop was right down the march, man. You know what I'm saying? Drop was in the march on the squad, dog.
See, niggas didn't know. See, I had no idea who none of these niggas was. I only knew about Blue, and that was pretty much it for real. I didn't know about none of these niggas. Not Keon, not none of them.
I was making my rounds. I was on Brown and Boxing. I've been on a few panels. I've been around. Like, you know what I'm saying? A couple people be like, oh yeah, I know he pop, but and then you see the shit he talking about. Shy talking about I stole Destiny Black from T. Like, I didn't steal Destiny Black from T. She just don't want to be over there with the bullshit.
So anyway, I heard the shit going on. Matter of fact, I had just been watching Blue, you know what I'm saying? Before all that shit happened with Scotty, with WCS calling out everybody and shit, or calling out who he called out for the debate, and then I seen how Blue was acting, but mind you, I didn't know who anybody else was really other than Blue. So when I heard the shit going on with Blue trying to get his one with WCS, I'm like, hold on, I got clips on this whole situation, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember when he was at the train station whining and crying and shit about this mysterious Scotty dude I know nothing about. On my kids, nigga, when I see, because like I said, man, I had seen patterns in this man that let me know this man was emotional and sensitive and all kind of shit. So while he was at the train station, after the Fortuna fight, matter of fact, I screen recorded that shit, not knowing anything about anybody else. So then when he opened up his mouth, trying to make it seem like he wanted to have a debate, I knew that's not really what it was about. He was in his feelings. You know what I'm saying? I already had the documentation to show me he was in his feelings.
You know why he was in his feelings, right?
I know about what happened with the situation because because WCS corrected him. You know what I'm saying? I got the whole clip.
Hey, bro, I watched the clip that you got, but you gotta know why he was in his feelings, though, man. He in his feelings because WCS challenged that bag. He can't have his subscribers that be giving him that. You know what I'm saying? That half a dub, that hundo.
That really, I mean, it all started from the debate, him, you know, including himself in the debate, but it came from the chat, though. He came in my chat and said something. That's how it all ballooned out of control.
Yeah, but once you start getting that,
his bag, you know, I just added that on to it when I was.
I get it, but yo, WCS, you just went John Wick style on this nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know who you is and shit, but everybody know who you is that need to know, and they knew. Like, you put some Pusha T shit. Like, I was calling you Pusha T for a month.
Yeah,
I like Pusha T with that Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga, you don't know I got these RB checks and these other checks and I'm vice. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You don't really. I just don't brag. Nigga, I'll bust your ass. I was like, damn. I woke up every morning looking like I get up, wash my dishes, vacuum and shit, everything, and then be like, let me see what. And then right on cue, it say WCS live, and I sit down. Kids going to school, and I just sit down. I was like, WCS is cooking.
Yeah, like every battle, I gotta show the brother love. You know, he volunteered the shit. He came with the fire, with the grenades and frag grenades. You know, I gotta give Blunts his props, man. You know, he was there marching too.
I was already on standby with the motherfucking ammunition and shit. I'm like, man.
I mean, that shit was like blessed with
hey,
you.
he was putting out
It was
scud
kind of like
missiles, man.
overkill with you, bro. I was like,
he hit
I'm
Money
like, yo, this
Brown.
shit is ugly, bro. Like, I don't know. I mean, Blue guy, he got his, his certain subscribers. All you gotta know is them niggas got badges. Everybody got badges. You just know. But I was like, yo, this shit right here, yo. And then I was seeing some Thriller shit too. I was like, yo, this shit right here. And then with the Shy, I was like, yo, I didn't go live for like 2 weeks. Y'all had enough ammunition. I was like, I'm just gonna watch this shit. This shit was what you did. Like, I know the summer's over, so you probably, I don't know what you're doing for the fall and the winter, but I know it was sure enough hot fish grease summer. Good Lord. Word of mother.
It had to be done, dog. It had to be done.
You was serving up the first Popeye chicken sandwiches all month in October. The first one was there. The shit with the cocaine in it, they had everybody stuck.
That shit had crack in it or something.
My only thing was trying to provide clarity to the situation for people to understand, because Mr. Doodle Brown, Mr. Handicapped Doodle Brown, glued to the bed. He was trying to, hey, for real, man, listen. He was trying to paint this picture like Blue Blood just wanted to have a healthy debate amongst him and WCS and he even said in his video when he responded to me that he didn't know nothing about the shit going on between Blue and WCS. So I'm thinking like, damn, I'm an audience member. I'm an audience member on one channel that don't know nothing about any other channels, but I know what the fuck is going on. How you don't know what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I had to shed some light on the situation. Like, man, listen, this what really happened. I saw Blue talk about it on the train, get off of the train, crying about it. All them little clips, I made a mistake, all that shit came from his explanation of why WCS corrected him and all that. That came from his emotional feelings about WCS. That's where all that shit came from. He got off the train. He had to walk to his vehicle. The whole time walking to his vehicle, he talking about it. He got in the car. I got one video. You see him in the car. He's sitting in the car drinking a drink from Taco Bell. He said, so I'm emotional. Tell me how I'm emotional. Because people in his own chat was telling him he's emotional, right? So I'm screen recording everything. I'm like, man, I got this bitch ass nigga now. I knew this nigga was a bitch. The whole time I'm like, man, I knew this nigga was a bitch. Who is this Scotty nigga? I'm like, who is this Scotty nigga? So the whole time, hey, on my kids, the whole time he like, man, now Scotty, we gotta have you come on the show tomorrow and explain. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this man talking about? So then the whole drive home, he gets home, he sit at that table. You know that table, I think that might be his kitchen or some shit. He's sitting at the table. He's still talking about it. I'm like, yo, this dude cannot let this shit go. My man, he got corrected. You understand what I'm saying? Another boxing nigga corrected you on some shit you said about boxing. That's all right. Let it go. It's no reason why you was on the train, off the train, in the car, on the way to the car, out the car, in the house, still talking about this shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, wait. Did you see this shit the next day when he was outside?
Oh, man. Come on, man. That's a little later. That's after he started getting his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? He started getting his ass whipped and he got on that porch. He needed something to calm down because he started having anxiety. You know, when you get a whooping, that shit start fucking with your nerves. You understand what I'm saying?
Start drinking the champagne, smoking.
Man, he had to get a whole bottle. I said, man, I ain't never seen this nigga act like this. This nigga got a whole cigar, alcohol and shit. He clearly got to get his nerves together. You understand what I'm saying? Because he probably would have been shaking uncontrollably since he already shakes uncontrollably. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, that's how I know it was real then, bro. When I was like, damn, WCS got this nigga. Because you gotta like
that nigga out of pocket.
I just came home, bro. So I'm going home. I'm going to a couple of concerts. I'm chilling. I'm like, but then I'm like, yo, this shit right here.
Hey, look, the shit that got me was when WCS said, nigga, what would you do if you was in a cigar lounge and you was smoking a cigar? You can't spit like that. He was spitting after every, like, you could tell that's not some shit he do. I dibbled and dabbled with cigars in my earlier 20s. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, I ain't never had the urge to spit so many times after hitting a cigar. You know what I'm saying? That shit didn't make no sense to me. I mean, he's spitting. I'm like, man, this is a nasty motherfucker, man. Right there probably on his own steps. His kids probably went out in the morning. Wife probably went out to work, seen all the fucking spit spots and shit. That's like, what the fuck happened last night?
Yeah, WCS had him out of character. He had him out of character.
What?
He was
that nigga hurt. Sucking lollipops at the ATM machine, man. On my kids, you would never in your life, ever in your fucking life, catch me sucking a lollipop ever. You're ever.
Talking to a majority audience of men too.
Ever. You will never, man. My baby mama would never even catch me sucking no lollipop. What are you talking about? These niggas is crazy. I'm not lying, bro. Real, I'm not lying. Grown ass nigga sucking the shit out that lollipop in the car, got his pinky up and shit, holding the lollipop with his pinky up and shit. What kind of niggas are these dudes? I'm telling you.
Oh man.
Built different.
Sucking that motherfucker with his pinky up.
Bro. That's why I was calling. I was calling World Combat. I was calling Mr. Biology, man, because he dissected them niggas.
Each and every one. The
BFTB one, I was like, yo, you like, I don't care if you fuck with this man or not, if you on this channel or not, like, you gotta call a spade when it comes like this. I compare this shit to the rap game. Yeah, bro, he just like, all right, I'm gonna say it like this: when it comes to Blue, it was Pusha T on Drake, but when it came to BFTB, that was no Vaseline.
Man, that was Jeffrey Dahmer, nigga.
Bro, that's no Vaseline, bro. Like that's torture. That's in too deep with LL when he got the nigga on the table with the pool
WCS
stick.
released so many I didn't know half the shit that came out. WCS was bringing that shit out. Man, listen, the registered information is
public record. He was just pulling up public record.
Man,
if you really want to know about this nigga, just go and really check him out, like, and just know like where he living and all this shit. Like,
yeah, we know all that.
It's like just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, bro.
You can't be out here fucking with people.
Like oh man, like you reach like the reason why you got that you got that great green screen is because you got nothing else but that room you in. After you hop out the chair, you jump on the bed to the right edge, watch TV.
I said, prove to us you can go in there and cook a meal.
For real.
Prove that you can leave the room and go in the kitchen.
And it was so fucked up. WCS was doing live from the kitchen. Like, look at my like, don't my marble look nice? You see my stainless steel, like my Sub-Zero refrigerator? Oh, you see my dishwasher? Like, oh, you see the floors, right? Like, you see the floors is like can you just go into your kitchen and stand there without a bunch of people just walking around and be, I was like, oh man, this is really like, he just,
hell yeah.
Oh man.
Hell yeah, man. These niggas, man, crazy.
Hey, we should do this again, fellas. I gotta bounce out, man.
Hey man, I appreciate it.
I gotta do my duties, bro. Hey, it's been a pleasure, man. Appreciate y'all for jumping on the panel, man. Drop, Pop, Shaw News in the building. Andrew, everyone who pulled up, man.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, turn up and tune in, man. Hold it down.